Mischief Mayhem movie. There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Episode 10. How do we like our how do we like our new intro?
That blew me into the back of the room.
My nips are hard. My nips are hard.
See?
The beautiful intro.
Thank you. Thank you. He's moist. Everybody's happy. Everybody's moist.
Her nips are so hard.
Very happy about that. We actually wanted to come up with something new. I did, at least, and then I got the okay, and then we wanted to go epic, okay? Because that's what we are, epic bitches. Something like that. I don't know. Anyway,
first word for me, but
yeah,
call me a bitch.
No.
Well, that's like not derogatory.
Don't do it.
So we're here today, episode 10. We're gonna talk about America. This is the American
freedom.
Yes. And
Dale.
Vex is welcome. Vex is welcome because
I'll be an American soon.
She will be an American soon.
Yeah.
You can't just dip your toes in freedom and then just go back up north. It doesn't
once
work.
You go red, white, and blue. You don't go back.
Yeah.
I married red, white, and blue.
Rhyme.
I'm not going back.
What just happened? Okay. Anyway, so we're here live. We're going to talk about a good movie today. I'm going to bring this up on the screen. I love this movie. This is one of my favorites. Revolutionary War is my favorite time period. We're going to talk about The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson, Heath Ledger, and how do you say his name, Copa? Roland Emmerich is the director?
Yeah.
Emmerich.
Yeah, that's how you say his name.
Yeah, he directed such hits as Independence Day, and that's all I really know.
Come on, dude.
Day After Tomorrow.
Soldier.
Oh, okay. I did like Universal.
Come on. And
Sorry.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Oh, that's right.
The
Did
90s.
he do the Godzilla movie? Is
The
that him?
90s one with Matthew Broderick.
Matru.
I don't know why I was saying it like such a mookie Italian.
Okay, so he makes the good
Matthew.
stupid. So he made the good stupid fun. Well, actually, I didn't realize this. The people that helped make this movie also helped the producers. Some of the writers helped write Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Robert Rodat.
Yes.
Rodat.
So this-
Rodak.
So they got together and they said, "What's our next story going to be about?" And let's do a Revolutionary War movie with Mel Gibson. We're good.
Braveheart, but in the Revolutionary War.
In the Revolutionary War. And Vex got especially excited during some of the parts of this movie with the axe.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna let her talk about that here soon. It's a little scary, but I like it.
No squid eating.
No. Let's see here. Let's address the chat real quick. Sorry. So we got 12 people, 14 people. I don't know how many people are in here right now. We got, let's see. Jacob Ironside. What's up, Jacob? Thank you for dropping in.
Jacob.
Always fun to have you in here. Wookie Be Bad, of course, my man. Always checking in on our show. Jana. Hey, friends.
Jana.
What's up, Jana? How you doing? Poor Jana's feeling very pregnant right now, but, we'll get her through that. Copa.
I
Good
think I
job,
might help
Copa.
her.
You
Thanks.
can help her. You can help
Yeah.
her. Valkyrie Jones, what's up, Valkyrie? Oh, and then this guy, just to show. Oh, he said we were late, so he unsubbed. Thanks,
Oh,
Yeti.
Unsubbed.
Yeah. I did too.
I think he has a podcast, Yeti, right? I don't know. I've heard he has a podcast, right? 87. What is it called? 875 podcast. Oh, 8750.
I
Sorry.
thought that was his address
Yeah.
for the longest time.
Yeah. Mrs. Cannoli. Yeah, I did spout off a little bit about Mrs. Cannoli on the podcast. Part 2, I think, is coming out tomorrow. So that will be fun. Let's see who else we got in here. We got, of course, Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch. Hello, Mrs. Cannoli.
Sassy.
Mrs. Sassy Pants. Theme Park Casual. What's up, Theme Park? Thanks for dropping in.
Word.
Always fun to see. He's killing it over there on his channel. Some awesome content lately. Let's see. Kelsey D. Hey, Kelsey! What's up, Kelsey Balls? Co-host of Yeti on the 8750 podcast. She actually made it to my show. It's the first time I think she's been on the show. I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
She's already gone, dude.
Yeah, she hates us.
Yeah.
Oh, John Douglas, where are the white women at? Well,
Where are all the white women at?
where are them white bitches at?
We should do that next.
Be higher in the left
What
corner
movie is
here.
that? Hold on.
Blazing Saddles, girl.
Dude.
I was trying to place it because I know so many movies have done the parody, right? That's why.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look how sweet.
Oh, she's talking
Yeah, I thought
about
we were doing
Mugatu
Mean
down
Girls
there.
next, actually. Yeah.
Mugatu
'cause,
down here is
That made me get you. I'll get you.
Ego. What's up, Ego? Thank you.
Ego.
Sir. Thank you. Thank you for the intro. Love.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
good.
look at Filipino Meatball. We know who he's going to be hitting on the whole show. Yes.
He needs to back the hell off.
Back off, woman. Yeah, we got a good group of people in here. Of course, the child. Haha, she likes to laugh at me. Little baby cannoli. All right.
Baby canola.
There's so much America just in the bottom of
Once I've
this.
turned my microphone off. There is a lot of America. I got the
Look,
American
he's-
shirt.
Bush.
I mean,
You drinking a Bush beer?
that's Tennessee America
Yeah.
right there, baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, brother.
Left eye ego says we should do a Mean Girls stream next.
I'm
down
down.
with that.
Oh,
I'm down simply because I think
Yeah.
we should all come dressed as what we were like in high school for that one.
Oh,
Just to set
well,
the
I
theme.
can't lose any more weight that I already have. I look like I was anorexic and dying in high school.
wow.
So
I'm just going to show up in football pads and a helmet.
yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
I'll put a New York Knicks jersey on with a gold chain
There you
and
go.
Get really, really tan.
And
I
a
was
baseball
really
bat.
tan.
Get my emo
Yeah.
hair going again. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Ah, I can see
We
it.
could try that. Yeah, no drinking, Kelsey. Kelsey was a little tipsy on her podcast when we were on. She got a little white girl drunk, eating pork rinds and drinking wine. It's my kind of gal.
That's
Or white girl, both of those
So,
combined.
yeah, we're gonna talk about the Patriot. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. A lot of good stuff in this movie. A lot of action. A lot of Mel Gibson. A lot of great cinematography in this movie. Great landscapes. They did good world building in this movie. But before we do that, we do have. I can't even say it with a straight face. We do have an intro to hype up for the movie. I want you people to enjoy this. White Bear set this up himself, edited this. If this doesn't get you ready for America's
all
movie,
America.
nothing will. So here we go.
That is America's ass.
Fuck yeah!
America!
Yeah!
America!
America!
Get it, baby.
Beautiful. That
Taco
was
Bell!
beautiful, Whitey.
Coming for you, Canada. Next, we're going to save facts from Canada. Coming
O.J.
together.
Simpson.
We're going to send Castro Jr. back to hell. I mean, Trudeau back to hell.
That's got my Patriot missile just rocking
Rock
it
it hard.
right up.
Listen, Yeti. It is part of American history with OJ, right? I mean, got to have
Sorry,
him in
dude.
there.
Wait,
My favorite was Rambo. That's my favorite scene of any movie when he's shooting the gun in the air. That's just fantastic.
That one, that's my favorite line.
It's about Stallone's range, right? But
My favorite part was when he grabbed the microphone and he like flexes his muscle really hard and he's like,
Oh yeah,
Murdoch,
Murdoch,
I'm coming for you.
Flex.
coming for you. Listen, we're gonna do reviews on Rambo. We have to.
Yeah. Okay.
fucking
It's-
American classic.
It
It's
is
gonna
way
happen.
too. It's way too Guinea all up in here to not do Rambo and Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to represent that Guinea greasy Italian side.
Yeah,
So anyway,
we gotta grease
I
this
feel
place
you.
up a little bit.
I feel you on that.
we got to do America. Yeah, so
All right.
we're going to talk about the Patriot tonight. So
Oh, yeah, Patriot.
what was this? 1996?
2000.
2000.
Right at
Jesus
2000.
Christ. Okay, this
Yep.
is why I bring research lady on. 2000, this movie came out. Mel Gibson was really popular at this point, like really popular,
Yeah, man.
coming off a lot of successful movies. And I remember when this was announced, most people were very, very, very excited about this because they said it's Revolutionary War. It's Mel Gibson throwing hatchets at people. It's like Topa said, it's Braveheart, but in America.
Merc.
So, yeah, so this is probably the best movie that Roland Emmerich's made because it's an actual movie. There's a story here. It's not just a disaster film where shit's blowing up or getting flooded or large lizards that they say are Godzilla that are really not are attacking Manhattan. So he makes fun movies, the big movies, big action sets, set pieces. This movie actually kind of goes against the grain. I kind of compare this, maybe it's a bad comparison, but like Michael Bay doing a 13 Hours movie because it goes against what he normally does. While there's big action, there's actually a story centered around it that's actually has some heart to it. I will go through some of the things later what I did not like about this movie, and there's a whole love
Like what?
triangle.
Red coat?
Red coat. No, I love the whole.
I'm glad
the love story
I'm glad the
in this
red coat
movie
and the
was
Canadian
stupid.
are on one side and freedom's on the other.
America.
Whoa.
Oh, it works, baby.
There's a love story in this movie that was completely out
Yeah,
of
that's
place.
total
to me.
shit.
It was stupid. It was stupid.
That whole side story was stupid.
It was so stupid and unnecessary. And I know what they were trying to do, and they didn't have to. You could have cut out that whole, what was it, about 3 minutes of story time in a 2.5-hour movie, and it made no
Well,
sense. It was
you
just
can tell that what they were trying to do was like cut the tension. But in my Revolutionary War, I don't want the tension cut. I want more.
I want
more
redcoats
tension.
cut in half.
Yes,
that's what I
that's
want.
right.
This movie is my Steven Crowder. It can do no wrong. You know, I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna defend it till I die. But either way, yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's get into
Yeah, this is a good movie. Actually, it was. I was telling Copa before the show that a lot of critics did not like this movie at all. Like, it got a 62% from fine. Critics are stupid. The audience score is much higher. People liked it, and I think as time's gone on, people have learned to like this movie even more.
I think personally, critics are freedom-hating commies.
Tell them.
Basically.
Speak the
He's
truth.
got it. He's got it. Yep.
Yeah, Copa's right. Copa's right.
The end.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Okay.
So this movie, like I was saying before after the intro, is that they do a great job of showing you what that war was like on the right in front of people's homes, right on their land. So the set pieces in this movie were fantastic. The cinematography was beautiful. They really put you in that time period. So as far as how historically accurate it is, it's a freaking Mel Gibson movie and he's killing people. It's like, that's all you need to know. Braveheart is another movie he made that is not even close to historically accurate, but it's a great movie still. But there's a lot of problems with the accuracy and how they wore their clothing. Whatever. I don't care.
I don't go to a fictionalized movie and go,
Right.
God, I really hope it's historically accurate. No.
Right. It's an action movie and it lived up to its billing. And I think I don't know. I've heard this week. I've heard people online saying that this is better than Braveheart.
No,
I don't know if I go that far.
no,
I don't
wouldn't
think
go
so.
that far.
Is it a good action movie? Yes. Is it a good movie in general? Yes. I think Vex is the first time you saw it in full.
Yeah,
Like
because
a full length?
I'd only seen like pieces of it on public like cable television. So this is my first time seeing it in full, and I'm also old enough to actually understand what's going on. So
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad you got to see it in full. I remember, you were messaging us saying you actually liked the movie a lot, minus the same gripe I had with the stupid love story. Not Heath Ledger's love story. I was fine, but there was a lot of fucking depressing shit that happens in this movie. It's kind of dark in a lot of ways. It's really depressing. The villain is now, yes, this is loosely based on actual people. Of course, they changed some of the names. They amp up the brutality a little bit on the main antagonist. He was known for being a piece of shit and being brutal, but I think in the movie, the director even said they amped that up a lot because they really wanted you to hate this guy. And boy, do you fucking hate him. He is an asshole.
Absolutely.
But he does a good job. The actor does a great
Right.
job.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's how you know. It's the same thing with the guy in the Green Mile who plays the main bad guy. I forgot what his
Percy.
name. Percy. That
Percy.
The guy, he
Poise.
played
Dude
such
that
a
married a
piece of shit.
16-year-old in real life. There
In
you go.
real
Piece of
life,
shit in
yeah.
real life, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just a
You know,
piece
back in those days, that used to get you ran out of Hollywood. Now they applaud it. If you
Yeah.
just waited 10 more years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez.
he'd be winning awards and getting new movie deals.
Look at
Oh,
that.
Jedi Bob. Look at
love-
Jedi Bob.
Wow.
Thank you.
Ooh.
See, I
Look at
told
you,
you,
Jedi Bob.
Crowder Stream was going to lose people because we were on at
Yeah.
the same
Listen,
time.
he's
No
got
one would hear that
180,000 people watching. They could spare some.
Yeah.
bullshit. Well, now he
That's
only
good. Drop
has
a Bob.
2.
Thank you, Bob.
It's a good.
We'll
Bob.
we're gonna get those numbers someday. We're gonna look up and go, wow, we have
We talked about, we
100,000
have those
people.
numbers right now.
That's true. That's true.
He's amped up. He's got the America vibes.
Oh,
going
he's ready to
after-
go.
After that
He's
video.
ready to go.
The peasants
So-
are easy to rile up.
See, Whitey's kind of dressed like the aristocrats, while I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm on the front lines, baby. I got my
Oh.
do rag here,
Poor Yeti.
stopping up the sweat. I'm eating dog,
Mhm.
fighting, and he's there with his sunglasses on, telling me what to do, playing the guitar.
Show him the
Pumping me
binoculars. Show him the binoculars. I look at
Show
you
them
at.
them binoculars you got
Yeah.
there.
They're not binoculars;
Excuse
they're
me.
binocs,
They're
Binocs.
binocs.
and so I can find the red coats.
That's what I look at him with.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Okay.
By the way, before we continue, I always forget this. Please smash that like button.
Oh yeah,
God
smash it,
damn it.
smash it like
Smash it?
Mel,
Yeah, you gotta-
smash it like a cannonball. Smash that one dude's leg at the end.
Mm.
Oh,
Roll.
Smash
bro.
it like I would smash a young Mel Gibson. There you
damn. That's a hard smash.
Ooh,
Things
go.
are
Very hard smash.
Vex is breaking things on that.
we don't have, we don't need to get violent.
She's gonna get violent.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. Let's see who's got. Wait, I have. Oh wait. Yeti says I have so much tea. I throw the excess in the harbor, and Kelsey goes low tea. Low tea. Yeah. That's my favorite new thing to say. By the way, is everything is low tea when I don't like it.
Can't be
Everything. Thanks,
the
Vex.
low tea party.
Lambency, what's up, Lambency? Thanks for dropping by,
Yo,
buddy.
Lambo.
Yet he looks like he's got a head of CCF. Yeah. All right. So, Copa, the Patriot.
Yeah.
What stands out to you about this movie? What is
I
the
think
one
what
thing
sta-
you could?
I think one thing that stood out to me most story wise is the fact that it's less about the Revolutionary War and more about a man's revenge.
Mm,
Like no one really recognizes that until you watch it a couple more times. But this is really about a dude's revenge because he lost both. He lost 2 out of like 18 children. How many children he had.
Just 7.
You only have so many to spare.
Yeah, like he's like
He got busy.
one was bad, bro, but 2, oh fuck that, it's on.
he
So
got
yeah, I
busy,
think that's
man.
what stood out. And another thing is that if you look at Roland Emmerich's filmography, he got fucking lucky making this movie because he's just Mr. Spectacle 100%.
Mhm.
When it comes to storyline, I think I don't know how he landed this movie, but I'm surprised they kind of reined him in as well with the spectacle to bring an actual story element to this movie as well and how deep it actually was. It's all around just a great movie. So yeah, that's what stuck out to me the most. This is a revenge tale.
Vex, by you, what really stood out to you? Well, besides Mel Gibson.
Mel
and-
Gibson.
Oh my God, he's so dreamy.
Oh, wow. He could tomahawk me anything.
Spot on. No, this was actually a very gorgeous movie. In all honesty, I found a lot of the shots were like almost reminiscent of paintings that you would see from that era, which I thought was interesting. I also too was surprised that this was a Roland Emmerich movie because all I know him for like those, he's kind of like Michael Bay, he's
Yeah.
a one-trick pony kind of. So I was surprised by that. I thought Mel Gibson was
Oh God, here we
fantastic
go.
in this.
Here we go.
Kept me
Oh
watching.
God.
Oh my God, the way he hatcheted that guy's brains. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Other than that, I mean, so I think this era of history is interesting. I know the Canadian side of it. I'm not as well versed on the American side of it. So I'm like, I just enjoy pieces in this general period. So I enjoyed it for that reason.
You got the gist of it, and he even
Mhm.
says it. Cornwallis says it at the end. Like, how do we lose to a bunch of farmers with pitchforks? Like, we're the British army. Like, we're the British Empire. How the fuck? It is really when it comes down to it, really is the truth. But when you're fighting for freedom in America, this is what happens. White Bear, what stood out for you in this movie is the greatest. Look at this guy.
I love that
Look at this.
background.
Yeah, it's great.
It reminds me of somebody.
Oh, seems my wife is in here. All right.
Oh, hello,
she's
Lady Bear.
Hello,
She's
Lady
in
Bear.
Everything stuck out about this movie. It was a time that America needed this movie. Little did we know. Little did we know this movie is going to matter more to us than anything. And there was a lot of pushback about it, but you know, it's been shown on TV 24/7 somewhere in America all the time for a reason. But yeah, like Copa said, it's a man's revenge. That's what it comes down to, and but it's really good. It fits the narrative. Yeah, it's the man not wanting to get into the war. He's already been through war. He's seen all the crazy crap. Doesn't want to get back in. It doesn't want it for anybody. But you can't be a cuck, you know. And that's what life pushes you. Yeah, life pushes you into those areas, you know. And you just got to ask yourself, you know, like, what color is your Bugatti, you know? So,
oh yeah, we'll get into that later.
You know, so
first of all, Yeti, I did not do a shitty job of shouting this out. I put it out all over the socials.
You're just giving him free advertisement at this point.
Yeah. He's
Seriously.
plugging himself in that
He's
comment.
plugging himself. This is 3 advertisements.
he's a
got.
self-plugger.
Damn, dude, he's good.
This is why the Yeti is the Sasquatch's slow cousin. That's what I said today. They are.
Oh,
Well, that's what I've heard. I'm just saying.
Well,
We don't get caught.
Fight.
Yeah, we're
Can
family.
that fight even happen? Yeti's of the north, right?
North, yeah, we're
You're more Timberland.
Yeah. Anyway, he's crafty. He is crafty. He's a
He
crafty
got
son
you
of a bitch.
He got you to do 3 reads, dude.
I'll do it. I like Yeti. They have a good show. No, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
If I may ask a question, White Bear, what is this screen name that you have here? Can you explain that to us?
Okay, this is.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show your other video.
It's Lort Andy Tate.
By the way,
that's it. That's your whole explanation.
We're gonna get into the movie and scrub through it here in a second. But
his great grandfather served.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
I have something here to show everybody. To like and please like and subscribe after you watch this.
Sup, it's your boy, Andrew Tate. Look, I might be dying, but I ain't no cuck. And only a cuck would not like, share, and subscribe to Cannoli Sasquatch Productions. Yeah. You see, that helps the algorithm, and it brings in new traffic. And if anybody knows anything about trafficking, it's me, your boy, Andrew Tate. If you don't think you got time for that, let me ask you just one question. What color is your Bugatti? Do it for the Twitter.
I think I better subscribe.
Oh
you better subscribe, damn it!
I think I might subscribe now.
Yeah, do it.
Hold on. Vex is having a heart attack, but while she's doing that and recovering, this is why I love my team. This is what happens. I bring the show.
Oh,
Copa brings his Hollywood insight. Vex brings the research, and White Bear now he's contributing with edits like this every week. Like what a fucking team. We got amazing intros. We got dark Canadians, bald, beautiful people who know Hollywood, and a white bear who sniffs
White Bear
powder.
with the
And
edits. The power
Edits.
of editing.
guy is
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
What a team.
Y'all be praying for my dog. She drank all my fake blood. Now she's running around the
The dog's
neighborhood
got
like
diabetes.
looking all crazy.
Hold on. This is not a family-friendly show, Kelsey. So feel free to let the F word fly in the chat if you have to.
I think that new intro makes us sound classier than we actually
Oh,
are.
we're pieces of shit.
Oh yeah, it does kind
It's such a ruse, right?
I mean,
like,
but
it'd
look
be-
at me. Look,
I'm
at
just
Yeah.
more worried about the
I'm-
dog
I'm
now
best,
getting
best.
Wilford Brimley and has diabetes all over the place because drink your blood.
me.
Yeah.
Just chocolate milk and food dye, basically.
Diabetes. You know what I call this? You know what we have right now?
That's
We
it.
got the cannoli connection.
That's it.
That's what we have. Okay.
I
let's
didn't get
to
any warning there. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Oh,
You
yeah.
heard the. You heard.
You
the
heard
thing,
the.
though.
Okay.
oh, that's a sad connection.
She's Canadian. It's okay.
I say hit it again.
oh,
Hit it again.
do it. Shoot the glass.
Freaking beautiful.
Beautiful.
White Bear,
Cannoli
you're a
connection.
love-
I was so
Dude.
busy looking over.
Okay.
I'm
Here's
so
what we're
busy
gonna do.
being Beautiful.
He just
here.
got done telling everybody how good of a team we are. We suck.
Let's do this.
Okay, yeah.
Patriot. Okay. Let's get to the actual goddamn
Let's
movie
do it.
now.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, hey, Love It Litical. What's up?
Oh,
Thank you
what's
for
up?
joining the show. Yeah, that's right. America.
America.
Oh God, Mrs. Cannoli's becoming everybody. Mrs. Cannoli is going to be more popular than me someday.
That's
Which I don't-
true.
I
I
don't-
think she already is,
actually.
in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's better looking. That's for
She
sure.
should have her own show, really.
Well, I have a channel for her to have her own show on. Isn't that just ironic?
Yeah, isn't that great? She did
Isn't that
every
right?
Wednesday.
There you go. The Wednesday, whatever. I don't know. I don't name shows. Okay.
Okay. I'll come up with one later for
Yeah, you come up with one. You do all the behind the scenes work. So the Patriot case. So it starts off. I like the way this movie starts off.
Yeah, with
Because
credits.
it has credits and it says the name of the movie. But I like his little dialogue in the beginning. How he's putting the hatchet away and talking about how what's the line? He feared that his sins would come back to haunt him at some point. And very dark, ominous.
Mhm.
Great music. This movie had a great score too.
John Williams did the score.
John Wick, of course.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Oh, I actually
No.
have some trivia about the score. Hold on.
Ooh, you
It was
talk
actually
dirty
quite
today.
funny. So it was John Williams made it and was nominated for an Academy Award for this score.
Like
David
usual.
Arnold, who typically composes a lot of the score for Emmerich's movies, including Independence Day and Godzilla, created a demo for this, but was rejected. And after that, Arnold just never made scores for Roland Emmerich ever again.
Bah,
Ah.
bitch.
Piece
What
of
a
crap.
bitch.
What a dumbass.
Oh man. When you get John Williams to do the score, yeah, bye, see ya. You know how many nominations John Williams had? He's had like over 50 nominations for his scores. So yeah, you could go fuck up. What was his name again? I can't even remember his name. was
David
this?
Arnold. Was
Yeah,
the
fuck off,
guy.
dude.
Who the
Bye.
fuck is David Arnold?
He's related to Benedict Arnold.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he's Mr.
Traitor.
Two first names. Screw that.
A
Yeah.
piece of shit. John Williams is a fucking legend. The guy is never mind. I mean, Superman, fucking Indiana Jones, Star Wars. List goes on and on.
Jaws.
Jaws. Oh my god, come on,
Yeah.
legend, absolute legend.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then this guy, Benedict Arnold, whatever the fuck.
Dick Arnold.
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
David Arnold. David
Oh,
Arnold.
David. David Arnold.
David.
I'm sorry, David.
Well, he sounds like a cuck.
Sounds
Probably, yeah.
Tuck.
Got,
Yeah.
got that
Every
low
David I've met is a cuck. So
Pretty
He's
that's
got,
much,
he's got
yeah.
that low T going.
Mm-hmm.
As
Mhm.
Vex
He
would
doesn't
say.
even have T in his name anywhere.
He's got
There you go.
upside
There you
down
go.
T.
Yeah.
This fucking piece of
Loser.
shit. This piece of shit. All right, so we got the start of this movie, and then this is, I'm gonna try to scrub the best I can. Oh god, it's playing. It's playing.
Oh, it's
Okay.
playing. See you
It's
all
all
later,
right.
guys. We're banned.
It was nice knowing you. Yeah, I love the you could Tom Wilkinson was also in this. He played Cornwallis. Great,
Yeah.
great actor.
He was good in
Played-
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, it shows Mel Gibson. He's got the farm, and his kids are helping on the farm, and basically he's trying to build chairs. That was the big joke in the movie, that he can't build a chair correctly, so he keeps falling every time.
He's trying to do his own carpentry stuff.
Yeah, he's trying to be a
only
carpenter.
thing he's good at is killing people with axes. And
I was about to say,
people,
this is a symbolic thing where he can't build his own life. All he knows how to do is kill.
Kill.
Kill
Well,
and
he
fuck, because he's got 7 kids. So
banging.
He can,
apparently
he can bone, dude.
Apparently boned his wife to death. Sorry.
God.
Spoilers.
No, yeah,
He
that's
boned
true.
his wife to death.
Anyway, so he basically, there's a past. He has a dark past that he doesn't really get into until late into the movie. But it's pretty interesting. But he's got a little bit of a temper, right? A little hot-headed. I don't blame the guy though.
Well,
What happens to him? Yeah, what happens to him? The reasoning as to was the French-Indian War, why he had such a great reputation, and then what happens to his family. I really can't blame the guy for losing his shit. Both instances, it was really bad stuff that happened. So,
well, quick little note: like this character, he's based off of a few different tales, but I would say mostly off of what was it called, Swamp Fox and all that, which later leads to other nicknames and all that. But Francis Marion, who did serve those previous wars and then started guerrilla warfare tactics. So dude knows his crap, but he's been through war, he's seen war, and also he's a 1700s dad. Of course he's going to be pissed. He's going to make you grow your own tree so that way he can then get a switch to beat you with.
That's true. Yeah.
It's traditional.
Very true.
That's
Very of the time. Very of the time. So it starts off, like I said, with this is the part here where the son, Heath Ledger, I think he's 8, how old is he in this movie? 18, I think he plays, right?
A little bit older than that.
Yeah, he's 18 because his friend signed up and he was 17. He was a year younger.
I thought you meant in real life. Okay, in real life he was like 23 or 24 around the time of filming. But yes, he's 18 in the movie.
Yeah. So he wants to join the Continentals, I think. Is that what they were called? And they want to go ahead and fight. Obviously, it's the South Carolina this is taking place in, so they haven't voted on a levy to pass to get into the war yet, but that's coming. So obviously he's going through his mail, and Mel Gibson gets a letter saying, "Hey, let's come into town." Was it Charlestown? Was it Charles? Oh God. Do you see her? She did this last week too.
Yeah, you in front. Oh my God, she's such a.
I don't want to interrupt.
Yes, dark girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Go
ahead.
I just had a wee bit of trivia. If you were interested,
please do. Research goddess.
So Heath Ledger was actually about to give up acting right before he got cast for this role. Because Hollywood was just putting him in heartthrob roles because that's all he had been doing, and he hadn't worked for a year. So up until he was ready to go back to Australia and quit acting forever, and then Roland Emmerich casted him in this movie.
Really?
Yeah, he also did all of his own stunts in this as well.
And then he died.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert.
No, I meant in real life.
Oh,
well, not after this movie.
Spoiler alert, he died.
That was years later.
Oh,
God, Dakota, you dark bastard.
Well, maybe if he went back to Australia, he wouldn't have died so young.
They're both from Australia. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, but one was an American Australian.
That's true.
He had a baby with an American woman, though. Does that count?
No, because she sucks. She's awful.
You got a point.
Yeah.
I've got some interesting casting choices for him too that we can go through.
If we could do the nation delegation, I'd trade her for you. That's how much she sucks to me.
Wow. I don't know whether to be insulted or complimented by
that. However you want to take it.
A little bit of both.
We're winning.
Fine line.
Okay.
But so the other people that were slated for this role of Gabriel Martin, Freddie Prinze Jr. was actually in the running for the most part. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting choice too.
No.
Some other ones included Joshua Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I see Freddie Prinze over Joshua Jackson.
Really?
Okay,
yeah, maybe.
Elijah Wood.
Over him, yeah.
Elijah Wood? What is he gonna do? Try to throw a ring into a fucking volcano?
Jake Gyllenhaal, who went on to work with Roland Emmerich on that Day After Tomorrow film, anyways. So
he also banged Heath Ledger.
yeah, and Brokeback Mountain.
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh, they could have been
yeah.
brothers in this movie.
Yeah, I can't quit you,
Bro.
I don't know who this is, but Brad Renfro.
Brad
Who
Renfro.
the fuck is Brad Renfro? Why do I not know this person?
Oh, wait, I bet you he killed himself too. Which,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
pretty sure he
Minute.
did.
Who's Brad Renfro?
Because
I
he
gotta
didn't
look
Oh,
this
did
Brad
up.
die.
Renfro.
He
Who's
did
Brad? I don't know who this guy is.
All right, that's what this
Dude.
stream has turned into. Who's Brad Renfro?
Who's
He
Brad
was in,
At
he was
chat?
in that app Pupil.
Oh yeah, at Pupil. Oh, he was the kid in the client.
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't like that choice.
Oh,
no.
died January 2008. I bet you. He
Yeah.
killed him.
Same month and year as Heath Ledger, coincidentally.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Or is it?
Two more. I got two more. Paul Walker.
Not a good enough actor.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Also dead. And Ryan
Fuck.
Phillippe.
Have you ever seen Heath Ledger, Renfro, and Paul Walker at the same place at the same time, though? So that's what I want.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just saying. Just saying. Is that it? Is there more?
Ryan Phillippe was the last one.
Oh God. No.
All actors that were popular at the end of the 90s, right? That's who you would expect. So, but
Yeah.
Heath
Throw 'em
Ledger
all
was
in there,
cast
right?
because he was youthfully exuberant.
Really
Yes.
interesting.
Wow,
Interesting.
Paul Walker though.
That's
Is
a
Lovett
weird one.
Is Lovett Lytical saying we have to do the cannoli connection? Is that what she's saying? For what?
I guess because 3 people are dead in that list, maybe.
As Vex
We're
is
on at that time.
Oh, thank God, team.
and on one. Well, what is up? Thank you for joining the show. Okay, so Heath Ledger was the best casting, obviously, choice for this because he's actually not a bad actor. I mean, he's pretty damn good. Prove
He's
that
a
later.
very good actor. Unfortunate that he passed, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Why so serious? Anyway, yeah, so this is very interesting because you got like these kids, oh, here we go. This is a stupid fucking love story. Makes me
This
nauseous.
is his sister-in-law, okay? Because
Yeah, he
like
wants
Mel Gibson's wife is dead, and he's taking the children to go see their aunt, right? And this is the aunt,
Mhm.
Jolie Richardson, who she claims that her role was inspired by Scarlett, like the way that she decided to portray this woman was like Scarlett O'Hara. That was the inspiration.
Oh, the 3.5
can
minutes
see
she's
that,
in the
yeah.
movie? Sure.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I think most of what we would have seen of that was cut. But yeah, so they have a little
Mm.
bit of a weird romance, which is extremely forced and kind of weird. I think the
Stupid.
connection of one of you made, or the comparison one of you made in our chats was if you died and you had an Indian sister, I'd still want that Indian food.
I wasn't. That sounds like a white bear comic.
was
That's
a-
not
The
me.
only right thing to do.
That
Okay?
was Joe Dirt back there.
She's my sister. She's my sister. Or, okay. Anyway.
Oh
This is
man.
the front party
Yeah.
in the back.
See,
I mean, it just seems so damn forced and stupid. And I
Yeah, it
get
was
it. Like, in
it's
the,
to
unnecessary.
cut
now
the
when-
tension. And it's so
100%.
stupid.
But it's so out of place. It just didn't fit. And I know why they were trying to do it. It just did not work. Heath Ledger's love story with his love interest worked,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
it was very natural. It was a good chemistry. This was just so weird because they talk to each other 3 times and it's like for 30 seconds at a time. It's so stupid. Then she does like these stupid one-liners to him. You have nothing to feel ashamed of. I was like, shut up. Terrible what you do. You're terrible.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Mhm.
that's the one nitpick. It's the one nitpick. Anyway, so yeah, they're going to Charlestown. Is it Charlestown or Charleston?
Same thing.
Charlestown, and then it became Charleston.
Excuse me,
later on.
teacher. Mrs. Teacher over here. Gotta
Dude, don't-
fix my pronunciation.
Don't tell me how we pronounce our shit here in America.
It's America.
I don't think you have Calor, whatever.
Yeah, galore. Adding extra U's where they don't belong.
Go to the bookshop.
About. Eh? Anyway. Yeah, so they go to town and they so she's
They go
flaunting
to
her.
town, indeed.
They go to town. She wants to
yeah.
go to town. It was very. Oh God, it's playing. Yeah, so it's really this is where the set pieces are really done well because they're showing you what it was like. There's a lot of celebration, a lot of anticipation for go to war, and they're playing Yankee Doodle on the flute naturally, right? Heath Ledger's kind of walking around, they're shooting guns in the air. I was like, what a time to be alive. It's the time we should all have been alive, right? Shooting weapons freely.
I like air conditioning pretty well.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I
That's
like
why
doing
I get people to fan me.
Oh,
Lord, it's hot in here.
is this the part? Yeah, this is the part where he doesn't want to go to war, right? At one time in his life, he probably would have jumped right into this, but now he's got a family to protect, right? So they're trying to convince him, and he's like, you know what? You do anything you can not to start a war. Plead, go in front of the king, do anything. And then people are like, no, we're done. We're fed up.
Yeah.
Then,
Chris Cooper goes, bro, you're late. We fucking did that already.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Chris
Mel.
Cooper's another good
Can we
actor.
get back to what's going on now?
Yeah.
Glad you
you
can catch
know,
up.
and then, it comes into play later where Heath Ledger tells him, you're hiding behind your children. I won't hide behind my family. And it's like, that's a rough one. But,
Well, guess
he's trying to, yeah.
You don't have to worry about that later on, do you?
No, you don't. You don't. But you could kind of understand, right? Though, as a father with 18 children, that you really just you want to protect them. You want to avoid a full-out war against England because they didn't think they were going to beat England. This is England we're talking about, right? This giant empire, powerful empire, most powerful empire on earth. We're just a bunch of farmers here. Like, how can we beat these people? So, if this is you in this situation, Copa, are you doing what Mel Gibson's doing at that time period? Are you like, nah?
I mean, when you have to have the reluctant hero, right?
Right.
And like I said, this scene almost feels like he came in late. He was just like, come on, just plead and beg. I don't know if I would plead and beg anymore. But especially when it comes to my front doorstep, that's when I'm like, no, fuck this. The gloves are off. I don't think I would wait as long as he did. But
no. Well, he was definitely forced into it. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think when lines are this severely fractured, it's time to take a side.
Yeah, and he sure does.
He made a good comment in this whole scene where it's like, why would we trade? Why would we trade our freedom for the tyranny of one man 3,000 miles away for the tyranny of 3,000 men like here, right?
Right.
I thought that was a great line.
It was a good line. There was actually some really good script,
especially in this scene because he says, what about your principles? And he says, I don't have. I'm a parent. I don't have the luxury of principles.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I see that.
Yeah,
and now that I have a newborn on the way,
it does change your way of thinking.
It will probably change my worldview.
Yeah, well, it definitely does. It definitely.
But right now, I'm like, fight
him, that axe bitch.
This was the fight that everything kind of the biggest conversations that many of the colonies had, which is, this could be just as bad. Yeah, and they didn't have everything fleshed out yet. So. What he's saying is basically it's supposed to be a summary of all the historians saying like, hey, this is what they were probably saying at the time. It's something very serious to take up instead of a room full of people dressed half as good as me trying to tell you to send your kids off to war.
Yeah.
But I think also he's a warrior who knows war.
Yeah,
he's like, you guys,
he's seen the worst of it. So
he's seen the worst of it. And he's like, look, if we do this, you're not going to like it because it's coming to our doorstep.
Yeah.
Yes,
and it literally does. Yeah.
But oddly enough, it comes to his doorstep, and he's the one who's reluctant about it.
Literally to his doorstep.
Literally to his doorstep.
And that's the thing, because this is not. He said it's a different type of war. This is not going to be what's traditional. And then you're right. That does happen. And then the thing is, you're thinking, well, if he would have chose to fight. Would it have avoided what happened to him in his no, probably not. But that was inevitable. But
inevitability.
It is a scene that comes up later on where Heath Ledger goes off, he signs up, and this is where he tells him, like, I'm not going to hide behind my family. I got to do this, and he's young, he's ambitious, he wants to help his country. Very rare you see this compared to what we see nowadays with America and our citizens. We're like, nah, fuck America. America
little Luke Skywalker. He wants to go do something more than shooting womp rats or whatever.
Exactly. He's the Luke Skywalker of this piece.
Yeah.
Just far less bitchy.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
But Uncle Owen,
Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen, I want to go.
I can't jerk off anymore in my room. I want to go jerk off with lightsabers.
We have to drink green juice.
And I got to pick
whatever
up power converters at the Toshi station.
Vex is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bitch ass Luke Skywalker is what we're talking about.
Bitch ass. Anyway. Yeah, so this shows basically, so he goes off to war, and there's a scene, I think it was either before or after this shot, that where the kids are playing in their room or whatever. The brother and they can hear and see the flashes of the cannons going off in the distance. And what a
it's during this era.
During this, yeah. And like what a frightening scene. Like if you're especially just as a parent, but the children seeing this. And Mel Gibson's doing what most parents would probably do. He's like, no, that's far enough away. They're gonna go the other direction. They're not coming towards us.
Mm-hmm.
But they get closer and closer.
Right. Does he talk to Gates at that point? Like, hey, can you send him to
no,
like,
Gates
not yet.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I
Right.
thought Gates is Chris Cooper's character, right?
Yeah, Chris Cooper was really good in this movie.
Well, when he signs up, Gates is talking to Mel Gibson's character, and he says, I'll put him like in a cushy Remph job.
Yeah.
A rear echelon job. He won't see the battle at all. He'll be like a courier or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really
but of course.
Just like to add on there that scene that you were at before, Heath Ledger's son, or the son is now off at war and he's writing a letter detailing everything
that's going on. There's a lot of brutality, a lot of just the morale is very low because they're getting their ass kicked at this point, right? I don't think they expected it, or he expected it to be as bad as it was. It's fucking freezing out. It's cold. His friends are getting killed all around him.
Yeah, and he goes on to say like how hard it was seeing, because they show a shot of him on the battlefield, and the guy next to him gets shot down, and he starts talking about like how it's really hard to be losing your friend on the battlefield, and he's struggling to get over it. So
yeah,
a lot of high emotions coming from him now that he's experienced. Like he was all gung ho for this war, and now that he's in it, he's yeah.
And this is where the youngest son, I think he is about to turn 16 soon in this movie.
Somewhere around there. Second oldest son, yeah.
Because now he's like, I want to go. He's like, why am I waiting? And Mel Gibson's like, Jesus, man, come on. No, you're way too young. And
Mel Gibson knows better. Every boy wants to go to war.
Of course.
Any boy worth his salt wants to go to war.
This is the scene where he walks in, he sees him playing with his hatchet, right? And Mel Gibson's like, no, fuck no, put that thing away. There's a history with this thing. What we find out later. And he's like, no, I don't, enough. You're not. He's wearing the coat too. I think he was wearing his.
Yeah, he was wearing the coat, and
from the French Indian War. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, as a parent, this has got to be pretty gut wrenching, right? It's like my one son might not come home, and I got another son that wants to go off and fight. Goes, God, when is this going to end? And hey, what's up, Herman? Thanks for joining the show, there, buddy. And Grumpy too. Where's bro? I saw Grumpy jump in. Where's Grumpy?
Grumpy too.
Grumpy's my man. I'm trying to bribe Grumpy to give me that Hogwarts game.
Oh, dude. Don't be unfair about that.
No, I wouldn't do that to him. But I did sign up for his contest. I think you did too, Vex, right? Did you sign up?
I did, yes. Yeah. I was promoting that around as well.
Yep.
I don't even care if I win. I just wanted people to see his channel.
100%. He's killing it. I was watching.
You suck up.
No, Grumpy.
Well, there goes me retweeting your stuff, White Bear.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just kidding.
Well, excuse me, Vex here. I gained 80 subscribers overnight over here. She's big time now.
Oh yeah, fancy.
Yeah.
I messaged her. Did you see your sub count all of a sudden? She's like, no, I don't look at that stuff. And then she's like,
did you really say that?
No,
she's
my
being
husband
humble.
Messaged me yesterday. He's like, "Oh, you got 20 subs." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was like,
"Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, you're up to 130 now." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's killing
humble it. Little brownie that could.
Cope is killing it too. His fucking Bahubali. Bahubali.
Boobies, bro.
You're both. First of all, real quick before your Callisto Protocol videos.
The Callisto Protocol.
Crystal Protocol is killing it. Jesus, it's killing
Wahoo
it.
Boobies and Callistico.
And then
Protocol.
Copa's Bahubali review is killing it. Well deserved. They're fucking
Thank you.
experts at what they do.
Thank
Both of
No
them.
one gives a shit that I'm about to hit 400, but we'll care about.
I give a shit.
120.
No, I give a shit. I was just gonna say that you were getting close to fucking 400, and you're both killing it.
I don't care.
No, you're both doing fantastic though. So,
I'm very happy for Vex.
congratulations. I'm happy
I'm
for all
very
of
happy
you.
for you, Copa. There you go.
I'm very happy for all of you.
I'm so
I'm happy for all of
y'all.
us.
Yeah.
White Bear's killing
White
it,
Bear too. White Bear's
Bear's
edits
up
are
there
fucking
in like
great.
what 130 land now.
You know what?
I don't know.
I think it's time for a loving cannoli connection right here.
Oh,
That love.
yeah. Is there a way to do a heart with that? I don't know.
Yes, when you're not retarded, it's possible.
Wow. Well, there I go.
Wow!
Well, that's not possible.
Retard.
That's it.
He's like, "How do you do a heart?" I'm like, "Really, dude? Like, seriously?"
A cannoli connection.
There you
heart.
go. English. Grumpy's got it. English. Do you speak it? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anyway, you want to watch a funny man get angry at everything while he plays a video game? Watch this. Grumpy old. He picked the perfect name for himself. He's playing Valhalla, the Viking game last night. He's just ready to throw his controller through the fucking wall. I love
on a mountain for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
No, he drives me crazy because he's that he looks at everything in the game, like every surrounding area, and I love that about him. But I also makes my patience runs out, so I want to scream.
It's good to sleep too. It's good to sleep too.
But it's his game. It's his game. I love watching him
Let's
play.
get him
Anyway,
playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because that's a huge fucking map. He'll be
Yeah.
there for
he's
months, years.
he hasn't played Red Dead 2 yet.
Oh, shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
So
gonna
he
get on
said,
that,
well,
dude.
here's the thing. He said he's going to buy it probably, but he wants to play Hogwarts first because that's coming
Well,
out. soon.
he's got to play Red Dead 1 first. and
Have you
explore
played
that.
Red Dead
Yeah.
1 yet, Grumpy?
Grumpy, if you played, put that in the chat in the comments. We'll comment on that because Vex is ready to cry. That's her favorite. Red Dead 2.
To be fair, you can play Red Dead 2 first because it is a prequel, right? But then there's a lot of connections that you won't get to that first game. But
Yeah, you
I mean,
should
I
play
played it
in
the other
order.
way around, right? I played Red Dead 2 first and then Red Dead 1. And
do
You
you
gotta
see
get
this?
on it, man.
No.
Yeah, he's got
I
to get
think
on.
you'll like
those.
it.
hold on.
Ooh.
It depends though. Is he on PC? Because Red Dead 1 never got a PC port.
It never did.
I thought it's
No.
on their it's on
What the hell is
Rockstar's
wrong with
website.
Rockstar and the?
I don't know.
fucking
Wait,
PC?
wait,
Like
wait.
even
You can't-
if you have a PlayStation, it was only on the PlayStation 3, so it's not backwards. If you have an Xbox though, you can play it backwards. That's how I did it.
Yeah,
The PlayStation Plus Extra had it on their premium
Yeah.
service, and they just got rid of it. Actually, like not
Yeah.
long in November, recently. They just
Mhm.
ditched it. I thought
hate
I saw it
gaming.
was on. So it's not on
fucking hate
Steam or
modern day
anything.
Gaming. This is
No.
such bullshit.
So you just can't play this game ever.
You'd have to
Uh,
find
no-
like a fan port. It's not
Oh, hold
official.
on.
Oh,
Secretary,
Yeah.
excuse me, secretary. They had phones in 1776.
that's what I was gonna say. The historical accuracy.
Anyway, we just got side. This is going to be a 4.5 hour show, by the way.
Okay,
This is a
yeah,
long
let's get on
movie.
this. Let's get on this.
All right, let's go. I'm sorry. Vex kept us overtime last week, so we got to.
Canadian America over here.
I mean, when you describe a whole movie as long as the movie is. Jesus.
She was
You
fantastic.
told me
though.
to take this. Take
No,
the
no,
lead.
no. I'm giving you shit.
And she did it all by memory too.
She did. She was so fucking tired at the end of that show. She did great though.
No, it was
Yeah. So where the fuck were we? Yeah. So this is where the war is starting to come on to their turn. Oh god, I hate this fucking piece of shit media player.
What kind of
So
media
you-
player are you using?
It's I don't know. Whatever
You gotta
app
use
this is
DLC,
on.
bro.
That's what I was thinking. What are you playing on it? Like, what is this? I've
This
never
looks like-
seen this.
I think it's through. What's that other? Not iTunes. What's the other
Why is it-
streaming app? Voodoo Boogaloo.
What?
Yeah, why aren't you using like QuickTime or VLC?
Because I don't know. You think I'm that intelligent to get this on VLC on my computer? Because you know why? I'm using my work computer today. I don't have my laptop set up. So
Still, no,
Oh,
I'm still
oh,
not
wait.
accepting that.
there's a shirtless Heath Ledger for you.
He's really scrawny in this movie, though. To
He is
be
really
honest,
scrawny.
like super.
Is it,
scrawny.
so this is
Maybe-
where he comes home, right? That he gets injured and he comes home and he,
Okay, now we got to talk about what happened right before this because it kind of skipped a little bit forward, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
deleted scenes.
oh yes,
So, right before all this, they can hear the battle actually going on pretty far off in their acreage, and they can kind of see it at nighttime. And dad tells them like, Abigail, go ahead and take them on inside and all that. And he pats her on the shoulder and all that, which for some reason I think they actually cut out. But anyway, the next day, or sometime actually before all that, that the kids all start running out into the fields, and Abigail sends Margaret, one of the younger daughters, one of the 18 kids, out to go get the boys and bring them back on home.
Right.
And so Mel Gibson's kind of like, don't like her, running off. So, he's already strapped. He keeps it on his plow. He keeps his cat on his plow. There you go. Takes that down and follows them. And he sees that all the kids are seeing a whole river full of redcoats floating down the river. And so the kids are like, what the hell? They're getting like miniature traumatized and getting to see that the war is coming there no matter what. And then after that, let's see, what did we have? The son, the second oldest son, goes out with the father during dawn to actually, with rifles, to go check and make sure like who's okay, and if anybody's going to try to shoot them while they're already down, any of the downed soldiers might try to fight them. They both had guns, but then they end up collecting all of those people and bringing them up on the porch to help them medically. So that happened.
Huh.
But we didn't get to see that.
So this would have been like a 5-hour movie.
Yeah. This is what bothers me about that scene, though, is that Mel Gibson should have known better, and he let his kids like sit at the window and watch the battle happen. But it's out on your front lawn. It's tactically stupid to be sitting in front of a fucking window.
Well, he's got like 19 kids. He can't watch them all at the same time.
How can he? Yeah. And then he's got to take care of
That's true. I mean, he could spare a couple, apparently.
Well, also, they're fighting in this stupid way of like rows of people fighting each other instead of just going at it or using any other tactics.
You're gonna get like a fucking piece of bayonet flying into your kid's eyeball.
That would be fun.
It would actually.
This is like the Red Ryder rifle thing,
Yeah, right.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Get a bayonet in your eye, kid.
You get a bayonet in your eye, boy. Get away from that window, boy.
So Heath Ledger comes home injured, right? He just sneaks into the house, and then Mel Gibson he thinks he doesn't know who he is, so he pulls a gun on him.
Yeah, he pulls a gun on him. Like,
so he finds out he's injured, and anyway, he's carrying like messenger stuff, right? He's like carrying important documents with him, but he figured out,
the mark.
Let me just go home. So he goes home, and then they tend to him. And anyway,
I don't know how I got these scars.
You want to know how I got this scar? Oh,
well, we know how we got these scars.
Yeah.
So
Shot him in the ass.
This guy.
This guy. Fuck was his name in the movie again? Vex? Anybody?
Tavington.
yeah, played
Colonel
by Jason
Tavington.
Isaacs.
This guy was a good fucking villain, man.
So-
God,
Very good villain. Oh yeah.
So this whole plot thread here reminds me of a movie called Outlaw of Josie Wales.
oh, good call.
Where Josie Wales is a farmer and he gets swept up in the war, and a couple Union men kill his family.
Good
So
movie.
he gets swept into the Confederacy to exact out his revenge on the what is it, Redbeards? Army or something?
Yeah.
To exact his
Yeah.
revenge on the Union soldiers that killed his family. And so this whole plot thread kind of reminds me of Josie Wales, which is one of the best westerns. of all time.
Yes, it's a fantastic movie.
I'm adding it to my watch list right
Please
now.
do. You will.
Oh,
love
if
every
you
moment
love
of
westerns,
Josie
right?
Wales.
In fact, you will love this
If
movie.
you
Is
love
that
Clint Eastwood as a cowboy, this is probably.
did
top
what's his name
three.
do the score on that one too? Enrico is that a Enrico Marconi score?
Ennio Morricone? Probably. He did.
Yeah,
You know how many credits he has? He has like
Oh,
over
too
Too many
900.
to count.
ridiculous.
900.
No, actually, music was
wow.
by Jerry Fielding.
There you go.
Oh, well, never mind. Well, fuck me then.
Wrong.
Wrong. You're
Also a dead man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a lot of people died.
Oh, really?
Since this movie was made.
Sounds like
yes.
a cannoli connection to me. All these dead guys.
Oh. And you're dead. What is it?
That's my
Oh
heart.
yeah, the heart.
Yeah.
I'm Copa. I can make a heart.
I can make a heart.
Chuck.
See, my wife thinks I'm funny, but I'm
Looking at
just
people.
really retarded.
Look inside, and there goes
No,
all the
yeah,
little
that's
people.
same with me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we work so well together.
It's true.
Yeah. So this
So,
guy, this
intro to
guy's-
bad guy.
This guy's a
Yeah.
pain in the ass, son of a bitch, man. He basically comes in, and you got all these wounded. God damn it, this fucking thing. You get all these.
I think with your player, bro, is if you press play and then pause again, it will work. That's what it seems like to me.
It didn't work, Copa.
Oh.
I hate this fucking thing.
Is this a
Never
stream?
again.
Is this a stream or is this your DVD?
It's a stream.
Oh, okay.
I thought you
There we
said you had it on DVD.
I did have it on DVD, but it's all you get like a DVD digital copy, and then the digital copy goes automatically to
To
this, yeah, which sucks.
this.
Listen, god damn it.
Now we have sexy Mel Gibson on the screen. Okay, continue, Cannoli.
Wow. Okay. So sexy Mel Gibson
commentary
here.
right there.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. There's
That's
sexy Mel
A plus
Gibson.
commentary.
Show's over, people. We're gonna go home. No. Yeah. So we got sexy
God,
Mel
he
Gibson.
is dreamy.
I know.
He is good.
That's a good looking
Look at
man.
him. Look at him.
Mhm.
He's all sweaty and he got the long hair and the blood on him.
He's all
The blood
sweaty
all
and
over
blood
him.
and
Yeah.
base.
Mhm.
So this is where the British officers are asking around, like, who's carrying this messenger bag with all the, and so of course he's trying to, play it off, and then Heath Ledger's like, what do I do? He's looking at him like, what do I do? And so he actually steps up and says, no, that's mine. And Mel Gibson's like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot? And then
Jackass.
then of course Heath Ledger, Heath Ledger makes
Should
him
have said it
mistake.
was one of the 400 dead bodies in the front yard, but you say it's me.
And Heath Ledger makes him mistake,
Right?
calls him father, right? Because he and this fucking guy's like, oh, he's your son. You should have taught him something of loyalty in his British accent. And then
Dude.
so go ahead, sorry.
Watch out, Papa, is all I was going to say. Papa.
Watch out,
You're
Papa.
butchering the play-by-play of this, by the way.
Well, we can't all describe the entire movie. We have to move
In 2
along.
hours. I don't have 3 hours to describe this
Jesus.
whole fucking movie.
Oh, Dragoon Tavington
Yeah.
here.
And the reason why the dumplings look that way. Oh, okay. We get it, Max. We get it. No,
And
I'm
that
just kidding.
painting on the wall
Yeah.
is by.
She's
Notice
like,
that the color of his
I
coat
got
is
it.
red. The color of his coat, red.
Oh yeah, green and reds. We didn't do the
Another
colors either.
trap.
Yes.
You don't need to know colors in this movie. Red
No,
is
I
bad
was
in
just
this movie.
I was just gonna say is yes, Heath Ledger comes back, he's injured, and then the redcoats are like patrolling or whatever, and they catch wind that someone is like in this direction, and they come by the house and they find Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And then they just like they figure out that they were harboring this guy and they were ready to like Mel Gibson is like, no, please, like just have some mercy. Like he didn't do anything at all. And then as they're taking Heath Ledger away, then he says, Father, it's okay. And then, it's your son, huh? And then as Cannoli said, yes. Like,
How did
You
he
made
say
him sound
that?
like a dumbass.
How did he say that?
Oh,
He's your son. He's your son.
Oh, boo, it's your son.
He's a
so
British Bullwinkle.
they decided to just take Heath Ledger away, and then the second oldest boy, which we saw earlier in our stream, right? He freeze framed on him. He decides to run over and it's like, Gabriel, no, and this dude turns around and just pops the kid in the chest. And then Mel Gibson runs up and he's like cradling his child, and this is like the first. I mean, I would consider his oldest son going into the war kind of the first tragedy, but I guess this is the first like more major noticeable tragedy because we don't. It's a very moving scene. Like he's watching one son be taken away by the enemy, and at the same time he knows that there's like both instances have a time to them, right? And meanwhile his second oldest son is bleeding out in his arms. So you can see just
he
what do I
does it
do?
well. Mel Gibson does
Yeah.
that well. He plays that emotion well in all his movies. He
Yeah.
definitely feels real, right? His eye, just the way he did that in We Were Soldiers too. At the end of that movie, where you can see the pain in his eyes from what happened. Yeah, he does that well. So then you're right. He sees his one son being taken away to be killed. His other one's dying in his arms, and then he It's
And
pretty
he tried negotiating too. He tried saying like, he tried using every type of legal term that he could for
Mhm.
rules
back
of
then
war.
on it.
Yeah,
Do
he
you
tried
want
to-
the lessons, sir?
Like,
the
no,
rules
tried
of
to
war.
do-
no
He tried
lessons
to do
needed.
everything his Congress he was trying to do in his Congress, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, you got to reason with them,
Plead,
right?
yeah.
But
Yeah, you
he's an
gotta plead.
unreasonable man, Tavington.
yeah.
Benjamin
So
Martin, by the way, if we've forgotten to
Benjamin Martin.
mention-
Sorry, yeah, that's Mel Gibson's.
oh.
Jesus, we're terrible.
Oh,
yeah. So
one more piece
Oh,
of trivia.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Excuse
Uh,
me.
so Mel Gibson was paid $25 million for this role. Okay. The
Okay.
budget was $110 million. So after they paid
Wow.
Mel Gibson, the original choice for Tavington was actually Kevin Spacey, but they couldn't afford it after they hired Gibson.
They couldn't afford
they
little
wa-
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they
Put it
went
on
with
set for
the
him.
little boy crew.
Yeah.
To go
he would have
along
been
with him.
a little too happy with Martin's
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, he
Hi,
was
Martin.
like, well, we don't shoot him here. Boys,
Like,
take him in
yeah.
the back.
Yeah. You want a lesson in the rules of war, little
Okay.
boy?
Meet me in the basement.
Oh,
You
God.
could be a British officer too.
Ugh.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'll
Anyways,
make you see red too, boy.
Meatball
see-
says, "Am I the only one who sees Heath Ledger as Sir William Ulrich from A Knight's Tale?" Yeah, that is definitely a defining role for him.
Mhm.
That's what kind of Vex was talking about. He wanted to be something other than the
Heartthrob
heartthrob.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but Mel Gibson switches fast here because he realizes, okay, my son's dying or he's dead. My one son, the youngest, is dead.
Nope.
I have to do something here now. It's done. So now this plays into the larger picture later on when he tells his son about what he did in the French Indian War, right? Like that switch just goes off and that's it. He's just
My
seeing
favorite
blood.
part.
This is
my
the
favorite
best
part's
part of
coming
the
up.
movie.
He gets
Um,
bloodthirsty.
And what's crazy is that he's teaching his kids like, you
Oh, he
okay there,
teaches them
Vex?
on the
He's
fly.
having to do like a quick lesson in like, hey,
Guerrilla
shit's about to hit
guerrilla
the fan.
fighting, yeah.
Absolutely.
I wish we could play this whole scene because this
Oh,
whole
God,
scene
it's
is just
so good.
wonderful.
This
Um,
is so yeah. Go ahead, Vex. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Daz Canoli said like the switch goes off in his brain, and he's like, so the son dies in his arms, and then he's like, "Children, stay here." And he goes in the house, which the redcoats have set fire to. Grabs his axe and stuff, grabs a bunch of guns, and he's like, "Boys, come with me." The two remaining boys.
House
That's
is
right.
on
So they
fire,
go-
too.
Yeah,
No, the house is
um,
burned to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got the weapons and everything. He takes the two boys into the woods and they find the path that the redcoats are going along carrying his oldest son, Gabriel. And he essentially sets them like so in between my hands, here's like the road and then it's like hills with the trees. So he sets the boys up on the ridge there to like take aim at the redcoats. And he
Mhm.
says, he tells them, was it
They
aim
take the
small,
high
miss
ground.
small?
Aim small, miss
Aim
small.
small, miss
Yeah.
small.
Wait, it says
Um,
the same way. It says aims from Mishmar.
Aim small, miss small.
How'd that go? How'd that go?
But that's a motto snipers use this day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they take the high ground. This is like really
What is it-
tactically
What is this supposed to
sound
mean?
to ambush somebody.
Copa, what is your part that's unbelievable?
Copa's part is the most
What does that mean?
I don't know. He's your guy. What
Meatball.
is he?
Listen, we're gonna have a big Second Amendment stream. Copa's not gonna want to come on now. If you keep talking about this,
What? I'm fine with it. What?
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm lost. There must be something in the chat before. But Copa, your part is unbelievable. Apparently, you're just unbelievable yourself.
Okay,
about
you
that?
know what? And you know what? Filipino meatball. That is just
Oh,
one good
here,
looking dude.
Meatball says it's called an L ambush
Yeah.
in this scene.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so here's him on the ridge, and like he's basically giving the cue for his boys to take lead here and be the distraction, while he
Mhm.
basically just goes Rambo on all of these
Oh,
people
dude.
Yeah.
with a
This,
hatchet, and
this was
it's
so good.
so
so
good,
Yeah.
so good, so methodical. So as these red like they find two of them get downed by the kids, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And Mel Gibson is just hopping through the trees, like shooting them, and then finally, when enough are down, he goes in with the axe and he just starts fucking axing people in the head.
Whoa.
Asking him a question.
Oh, well, yeah, it's my favorite part. So what if it's unbelievable?
It's
It's
the best part of the
wonderful.
movie.
Yeah.
Did you see how
What's wrong with
excited?
you,
You
Meatball?
see how excited Vex got there for a second, and he axes them in the head. Did you see her?
Shit was
Wow.
hot, bro.
That's
Like,
her.
oh,
American
Yeah,
side
that-
coming
that
out.
God
mail in.
damn.
I mean, I get it. This is what you would want your husband or father, your husband to do for your family, right? Just go animalistic and crazy to protect them.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is great. So he just starts picking, like you said, pick up. The kids are doing a great job too. I mean, they're holding their own. I want to see if I can get to that scene real quick. Probably, see, they're just taking them out one by one by one, and then the part, as this thing takes 4 hours to fucking upload. The part that I loved is that he gets to Heath, the guy who's got Heath Ledger. Oh Jesus, we're getting fired. Heath Ledger.
Yeah, it's okay. Pause. Yeah.
The soldiers got Heath Ledger with a knife to the neck, and Heath Ledger's kind of tied up, and he can't really do anything. And then Mel Gibson's got the axe, right, the hatchet, and he's just staring at the guy. And this is after he just shot like 3 more people on the ground, right? Mm-hmm. He just takes it and does this tomahawk throw, axe throw, and just nails the guy in the skull, center on. And at that point, you're just like, oh, this guy's such a badass. Like, it's just unbelievable.
I think the scene that you're at is like right after that, right? One of them is still like about to get away, and he's
running
back.
away, and then he chucks it at his back. And then
he goes back and just starts basically just turning
his rage.
Meat.
Yeah, he takes out his full rage on his son dying, and then this whole situation. He's so pissed off. He's holding it in, and he just lets go here.
I just wanted him at the end to just pull the head up. Just
or some shit. But you can hear, like, they do a good job because the blood is getting darker as that would happen is you're hitting more and more into the skull, and then you can hear the sound of the blade basically just hitting water at some point. Like he's just going right through it.
Oh, he turned that skull into mush, baby.
And then the music kicks in. John Williams' score kicks in while this is happening. It's fucking amazing. Very emotional scene. And then he looks back at his kids with the blood all over his hair and his face, and his kids are looking at him like,
okay,
wow.
Now, bonus part right here.
What the fuck are you doing now in your background? What was that?
Oh, sorry, that was Iron Man or something. Okay, anyway. It's American.
It's White Bear with the shirt off. Oh, never mind about that.
Dale.
How'd that get there?
Dale. So, right there, one of the soldiers who actually lives through the whole thing, but we later see in the movie explaining in the camp that they saw a ghost, Anyways, so he's like hazily looking up. They show like a minute-long scene between this where it's a gore-covered Mel Gibson, walking over there to, his boys, and they're all like, that's creepy as shit. And then British soldiers, one of them lobster backs, he's leaning up and he's looking and he's like, oh, and he's fading in and out, and Benjamin Martin's character kind of just shifts and shifts and shifts in front of his eyes and all that, and moves on, and then he passes out, and that's why he gets called, the ghost.
Oh, well, there's a lot that I didn't know all this about the. So this is probably like a lot.
They could have had that in there.
They really could.
That would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, what up, R2? Yeah, that's right, buddy.
R2.
F&A, America.
Hope you're feeling better, R2.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, R2. Thanks for joining the channel, the show, though. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, this is pretty brutal. Yeah, so then, Tavington's kind of asking this guy here. He's like, well, how many people were there? And he's like, just one. He's like, what? One guy took out how many of you? And what is he, a ghost? That typical.
And that
British
becomes his nickname for the rest of the movie. Yeah, the ghost.
Yeah, that was a fantastic scene, though. You're right. That probably was the best scene in the movie. And is this the part? Yeah. So right along after this, they go to the aunt's house where who's trying to bang Mel Gibson at this point, right?
Who's
her plantation
again?
Well, the sister. This is his wife's sister.
We're talking about Vex again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope my husband's not watching now. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Like he doesn't know already.
Yeah.
Come on. What the fuck?
Oh, and right after that all happened, by the way, he went back with the family after that scene where you saw him rolling up in the wagon. They went back to the house. The whole house is totally burnt down. The girls are still there. And then he goes and starts taking all those little toy soldiers and collects them. They splice that scene in there. And then they actually have a funeral service for the boy and bury him right beside his mother.
Yes. Yep.
And he's still covered all in blood.
Yes. That's back to back after slaughtering about 20 people.
So if I was him, I would never wash until the war was over.
Maybe he.
Scabby.
That's a lot of.
Damn right.
You see Vex's face. She's like,
Fuck yeah.
Even that's a
no,
little
okay,
much.
okay. The symbolism aside, it's just the fact that my own child's blood will be on me and will be mixed with that of my enemies. It feels like I'm tainting his blood by doing that.
Oh, you're
That's
tainting,
all.
all right. You're doing something.
No, I'm talking about on his face, not his clothes.
Yeah. Not.
But you gotta wash your clothes, but you don't have to wash your face.
Wait, hold on. Why does White Bear look like a pale Prince Claw?
Oh shit!
That's a good
That's a good one.
Dearly beloved,
baby.
dearly beloved. Purple. Whoa. Oh, here he goes.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. We're gonna get the
Play some-
guitar in here.
Play us a little Purple Rain.
Oh, yeah.
Purple Rain.
fuck yo, couch.
Blue 52.
Oh.
Blue 52.
Oh yeah, so this scene here was good.
Pancakes.
This is the scene where he tells
Would
his
you like
he,
some pancakes?
he goes to
For
talk
you
to
and your
his
crew
son.
of flunkies. All right.
He goes to talk to his littlest son. The littlest one son was like, "I'm glad I killed these people. You know, I'm glad I got the revenge."
Mhm.
And then the other one was really frightened, like obviously traumatized from the whole situation. Kind of looks away from him and
Yeah.
is scared. So he comes out of the room here. Again, this is one of the scenes that
And
was fucking unnecessary.
That's when Mel Gibson tells his son, "It should have been you who was dead."
That's the alternate version of the movie.
Don't worry,
Oh,
son.
okay.
Your balls will drop eventually when you
Yeah,
get the sand out of your
eventually.
vagina.
Yeah,
Bitch,
Be a
we'll
man.
figure all this
Yeah,
out.
man.
but Dad, I'm only 4. I don't want excuses,
Shut
son. Your brother's dead.
This is for January.
Your brother would
6th.
give me an excuse that he's dead.
This is for
This is
January
January
6th. I don't want it. Look at Vex yawning into the microphone.
I'm
You see
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very
No, it's-
tired.
that? Nobody's
I'm very
saying you
tired.
can't.
How
You
far?
get
Along?
it.
We're not even halfway through this movie.
We have like 5 hours left. of this stream.
We need to stop fucking around.
We gotta
here.
pick short movies. God damn it! All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so this is where the stupid his supposed love interest just stares at him. Doesn't contribute nothing to the fucking story.
Supposed love interest, call her what she is, his sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah, but back in the
Sister-in-law.
day, that was a thing.
I get it, but it's just.
It's even
It's
like
a thing.
It's like a biblical thing too.
It's a
But it's like
thing.
the way that the movie was cut, it's like it cuts out anything that would make us care about that relationship. So it's like at that
it's
point,
totally stupid.
yeah, so you might as well just cut her role out completely from the movie at that point because she's useless. It's a useless plot line to
The
even
only
entertain.
useful thing is it brings the ladies in for romance.
Yeah, you had
But
that
it's not
already
even
with
a
Heath
good
Ledger.
romance.
You had that with Heath
Yeah.
Ledger's role,
Yeah,
though.
but Heath Ledger's romance is just as short as his. So you have
But
these
at least
two
it's better.
But it's
You
more-
can understand that one a lot more.
executed
Than
better.
the,
Y'all just hating, okay?
Well, all
y'all
right. I
hating.
mean, we are. I am hating. I hated that part of the movie.
You know what, White Bear? No one's going to shit on it like you shit on Old Boy last week. So don't worry about it.
Oh, I kind of
Meatball's so repressed. It's ridiculous. Oh my
sister-in-law,
god,
you're
man.
stuck in the washing
Oh, excuse me. They didn't have washing machines back then.
How
in the,
did you
in the
do that?
laundering pool.
How
There
did you
go.
not
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he couldn't just come up to her in the movie and be like, "Yeah, thanks for watching my kids. You know, you've been
Yeah.
a great sister to me.
Yeah.
Could you please make us sandwich?"
Can I motorboat those babies? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So yeah, this is the
up there.
yeah, this is the part where Heath Ledger wants to go back and fight, right? He wants to join back up with the army, and Mel Gibson's like, "What the fuck? Are you nuts?" He's like, screams like, "You're my boy. You know, I'm not letting you go back." He's like, "Fuck you. I'm a man. I'm gonna do what I want."
Mel,
Wrong
you
going,
got the
Dad.
taste of blood, bro. It's time
Yeah.
to go.
He's like, "I have to go help," because Heath Ledger's character is all about what the fuck is his name in the movie? Heath Ledger's character,
Gabriel.
Gabriel's all about the cause. It's all about moving
He's
America
down.
forward, freedom. He's
Yeah,
good.
man.
He's good.
He's fucking
Um,
down.
He's down. He's down to beat the
The
crown.
character that he was based, or the person that he was based off of, had a nephew named Gabriel. By the way.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yeah,
Right.
Heath Ledger also said in interviews for this is like he really wanted to make sure that he understood why this war happened. And he, after all the research he did, he said, like, I understand now why Americans are so proud to fly their flag.
Wow,
He really got it. Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. Wow,
Mhm.
nice. Good job.
Beautiful.
He was red pilled and then he died. Poor bastard.
Yeah. Coincidence?
I'll drink to that.
No, it's not a coincidence. There's some
No.
there's rabbit holes there that we could go down in
Oh
another
god,
stream.
here we go. Here we go. So
We're
this
not
is
doing our occult stream today, Vex.
Okay.
No.
Okay. When we review Eyes Wide Shut again, then we can do it.
We're doing that again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
this went
here
backwards.
was actually where he was trying to convince his son, like not to go, but then his son ends up, still going and all that. And then he finds like, what does he find? An abandoned house.
People robbing, like taking stuff out.
Yeah,
running
people
out
are
of the
robbing
house
it, and then that's when Benjamin ends up joining Gabriel. And he's like, "Well, if you're gonna do stupid shit, I'm gonna do it with you."
Yeah, because he joins him at the house, and he sees out the window they're fighting each other.
Right.
And Mel Gibson's character, Benjamin's like, they're not going to win. You can't go head to head like this in an open field against the British. It's stupid. You're never going to win.
Right.
They're just too good, too experienced.
They're just
at
too
this.
British.
You're too British.
Old timey surgery introduction.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah, so this is where he does join up with them, and basically he's like, he gives him a field commission as a colonel, right? I believe. Mel Gibson, and then basically he's like, I want my son under me. Of course, Gabriel tries. No, I don't want. Yeah, okay, fine.
But I can't give you any men, and I really can't pay you. But I'm going to give you this position. And at the time, Gates was so hard pressed. Like he's like, I'm willing to take anybody, but it's a boon to get a hold of.
Oh, because the war was. I mean, they were not far off from losing the war at this point.
Right.
So he had no choice. He was just desperate. So is this the part where they go off and try to recruit people? Right, they go their separate ways, and then.
I believe this is where they go to the bar.
Oh, that was a great scene. Yeah. Who wants to kill some? Oh, what did he say? Long live King George! And
long live King George! And they all threw knives at him and shit.
Yeah. Oh, this is the French guy. The French guy was good in this movie. This is the guy
so
who was
French.
So French.
Very French.
And he keeps saying throughout the whole movie, like, "Oh, the French are going to come." Oh no, yeah, because they're saying we're waiting for the French to come with their ships to help us. And then Benjamin's like, you trust the French? And this guy's like, just standing in the corner. He's like, oh, whoops. Didn't see you there, buddy. See, Tyler the Redbeard. What's up, Tyler? Yeah, never trust the French.
Never trust the French.
Never trust the French.
Because he's kind of fucking French.
Yeah. So this part of the way, where they go into the bar. Now, this is where some people had issue with some of parts of this movie, and Vex and I and White Bear, I think we were all talking about this actually this weekend, about how the slavery aspect of the movie, right? Because there's a black gentleman in the movie that signs up, and Mel Gibson's like, make your mark, and the slave owner is like, no, I already signed him over, and he's like, no, I want him to do it on his own free will, kind of. And so there was a big controversy when this came out about how it didn't go into enough detail about slavery and how the slaves helped in the war and what was going. It's like,
it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, it wasn't a biopic. Okay, it was.
I wasn't looking for Ken Burns' 10-volume documentary on the Revolutionary War. I was watching The Patriot.
Wow.
No, they did. They do hit on the subject. They mention it a few times.
Yeah, but it's not the story.
No,
they don't ignore it. Yeah, it's not integral to like how things play out. So I don't know why everyone.
What else do they want? Okay, they have one guy. He's actually a comedian, I think, and all that. But red-bearded guy. Anyway, he at first comes up to him. He's like, "What are you gonna do with freedom, jackass?" And he's like, Anyway, so they get into situations later. Black guy ends up saving his life. And then later on, he's like, "I'd be proud to serve with you any day." Same beside you at war. And all
I really feel like this is kind of thrown in too. Like,
this,
definitely.
This was a storyline we didn't need.
But there were many great names actually, in the Revolutionary War of people who got to serve and who.
Well, the first person to die in the Revolutionary War was Crispus Attucks, who was a black man, a free black man. That was the first person who was shot.
Right.
What would be neat? What'd be neat is if we had a movie dedicated to shit like that.
Right, and they should do that.
That shit.
When they did it for the Civil War, right? They did Glory. That's what Glory was about.
Oh, Glory was dope. I love Glory.
Even people had a problem with that, about how it was from the eyes of Matthew Broderick's character, and it's like, just shut up. You can never win.
You can never. No, with woke bullshit, you'll never win. It's always landmine after landmine for you to fucking step on.
So you're right. I think this was shoehorned in just to appease.
Even if it was a black colonel leading the guys in Glory, the problem would be then they're too patriotic.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
it's true.
fighting for. They love their country way too much.
Yeah.
It's you'll never fucking win with these people.
Hail, Joker. What's up, buddy?
Joker.
Joker.
Joker voice.
Oh,
Joker
also,
voice,
a part that we're missing right here is Tavington shows up at a tent,
Mhm.
and everybody, all the other officers, kind of eyeball him like in disgust because he's still got blood on his face from probably skull boning somebody's dead children.
Skull boning?
Yeah. So he and basically he just gets talked down to from the head general, and then he's dismissed. But it's one more thing showing how he's just a bloody guy, a terrible fellow, and even they look at him like, yeah, we don't like him. He does terrible things in war.
Yeah. But they do find a use for him as the movie goes on, because they're now they start getting desperate. Yeah. Tactics are tactics. You're going to do what you can to win the war, right? So, this guy cried. This pastor was pretty funny in this. Too bad Mel Gibson's character didn't have an AR-15. He could have wiped out an entire British army with one bullet. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Just imagine that. This isn't Time Cop, okay? We can't go back in time with automatic weapons.
You know what would work is if the team from Predator went back to the Revolutionary War. See how fast they won it with the minigun.
Could you imagine?
Painless.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't have time to bleed.
Well, you got time to duck.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, that's all you need right there. That one line.
You know what? Jana in the chat, watch how ecstatic we get. We should review Predator.
Oh, we're doing Predator.
We have to do Predator.
Well, apparently we're doing Mean Girls now. And then Predator. So
same difference, right?
Yeah. The same genre of movie.
Yeah.
No big deal. So so this is where they're courting people. Okay, this is the part you were talking about here, Copa, with the so they go and he's trying to recruit but also court this lovely lady. And ask for her hand and all this stuff. So there's the love interest for Heath Ledger's part. This is the part you were talking about when they go into the bar. This part was hilarious.
Can we just comment on White Bear's background right now? The complete annihilation of the jungle.
The jungle.
I love nature.
I want that weed whacker he's got, bro.
Yeah.
You brought up the gun. I was like, I gotta find that file.
Yeah. We all need one of those, right? What do you look at him with his little green screen?
Now
magic.
I'm just watching Predator go off.
I know. The hell with the Patriot. We're just watching.
Hold on. America.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as Vex comes back, we take it off the screen.
Okay. Sorry. My cats are really bugging me. I'm sorry.
No, I know what it's like. She's like, fuck this stream. You guys suck. I'm going to go play with my cats.
Another day, another stream, another conversation.
Yeah, she's like, I got 8 streams this week. This is just one, whatever.
Listen, I'm not going to abandon.
And you missed a deleted Stain comment.
The cat's in the background. Do you see the cat in the background where it's trying? Hold on, it's trying to like eat her.
Now
it's just like, did you see that?
Yeah, dude. It's on.
Wow.
She's feeding it catnip, dude.
Yes. What do you?
Fuck.
God.
Oh yeah, we're watching The Patriot, by the way.
Yeah, we're watching The Patriot, not Predator.
Yeah.
So they go. Yeah, let's try to skip through here. So they go into the bar.
They go in the bar. They recruit some shit. They recruit
some bad
people.
guys. So Mel Gibson has a thing where he's taking his the son that. God damn it! What's his name? The son that got shot.
Gabriel.
No,
the son that got shot.
No, the one that got shot. The one that died. Nathan. So he has the
number 4.
Number 8.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Nathan. So Nathan had these these little figurine toys, metal, red coat and whatever, Continental Soldier. So he's melting them down into bullets. So he's using them to kill redcoats, which is fucking epic, by the way.
Shit.
Fucking epic. What did R2 say? Vex went back to full cat and bailed on y'all to chug maple syrup and eat ketchup chips.
There's a poutine at y'all.
Hey, poutine's fuck actually. Okay.
Hey man, I fuck around with poutine. That shit's good.
Yeah,
when they're done right, they're good.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. By the way, Vex, I made a perfect. I see what you did there. Cat chow mein. I mean chicken chow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be a pussy joke. I'm a little disappointed, Meatball.
Meatball, you got to
little
bring the heat,
disappointed.
baby. She's
Yeah.
heard it all anyway. So
Yeah.
when are you going to do a comparison of the Oscar-winning performance of me, Heath Ledger, versus Joaquin Phoenix? That's coming up, Joker. When we get to the Dark Knight, we'll definitely. Are we doing a Batman? Any Batman reviews in the future?
I'd recommended the Batman in the past. I think it was on the list.
Y'all
One
were
of them.
Wait,
recommending
which
it.
Batman movies? Like 17 Batman movies.
Michael
Batman.
Keaton's Batman.
Oh,
Yeah.
the original '89. Okay.
Yeah.
I say
Not gonna-
we have Joker voice on and we just compare and
Yes.
contrast all three Jokers that are worth a damn.
Ooh, that's a great
Well,
idea.
4 with the animated series.
I was going to say
Okay.
Batman and Robin with George Clooney. That's my favorite.
So
Okay,
we got to
well,
do
you don't
some
have to-
research for that show
So-
then.
Someone else has got to host this if he wants to do Batman and Robin.
no. I'll be in the bathroom the whole time doing that review. That movie was
Okay.
With the Clooney nipples as well.
Oh god,
my
that fucking
God.
movie! I remember when I love Abomination AJ, but when he actually said he liked that movie because it felt comic booky.
That is mind numbing. A person I have so much immense respect for.
I love AJ so much. That hurt my heart. Man.
It actually make me respect him even more because he admits something like that.
That's what.
Like,
Okay,
what?
I'll give you that. Yeah, he's got the balls to admit. Otherwise,
He's got the balls to admit that. That's
doesn't give
pretty
a shit.
gutsy, bro.
He just doesn't give. I love him for it. I do love him for it.
Exactly.
We have a guy here in a red
Back
coat.
to the Patriot though.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we're not even halfway through this yet. By the way. Oh
So
my god.
British.
Wait. Meatball says the last time I made a pussy joke, Cannoli flinched and Whiskey Banger moaned. Wow.
That means it was a good pussy joke. There you go.
It was a damn good pussy joke. Okay,
they're
I'll find the
stealing-
time. Mrs. Coney, I'll give you my agent's number to set up. Yeah, well, when we get to the Batman, when we get to the Batman '89 review, we'll definitely bring you on, buddy. Stop copying after the weekend. We already reviewed. Yeah, how long ago was that though, R2? See, you can't win.
Can't
Can't
you
win.
can't even answer. Can't
Wow.
even
Okay,
answer.
Yeah.
but back to the movie. That's 8 hours.
Well, it's getting to be 8 hours. Might as well have Vex describe this.
Yeah,
movie.
I'm sorry. I'm doing a terrible job of that.
What
I'm
are they
getting
finding here,
distracted.
Vex? What did they steal, Vex? What are these
I-
notes over here, Vex?
I don't remember. I'm gonna be
They
honest.
are
This,
the notes.
no, this is where they find the
Journal.
Cornwallis's like they steal the stuff off the cart that has all his like war notes
Personal
and
Oh
personal
yeah.
effects.
They
Because
stole
they
his
use that as a
freaking
bargaining chip
bib. They
later.
stole his bib.
Yeah, thank you. See, last year we're in a new year. R2. God damn it.
Was last year like 2022 or like last year like 2021? Because I still think last year's 2021.
You're 2000
Well,
and late.
Because we're
I know,
so
right?
into the. Yeah, this is where they're going over all the stuff they stole. And he's talking about how perfect his like Cornwallis's tactics are and how it's unbeatable,
But
basically.
they're
And
too perfect.
but he's got pride. See, it says it right there. Pride's a weakness. And so they use his pride against him. Let's skip ahead here a little bit because we're like 18 hours fucking behind.
Yeah.
I don't want Vex falling asleep on the stream, you know.
Okay, so they're going to the little village here to collect some more people, but
This was all actually built specifically for this movie, by the way. It
Wow.
wasn't an existing settlement. They built this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
and they burned the shit down.
And they burned that shit down. Yeah.
Good.
Did we pass the wedding already, or have we not gotten there yet?
No,
no,
we're
we
not.
haven't got there yet.
No, that's like another hour away.
Right now they're going there, and then she stands up and she's like, "Hey, all you pussies are always talking about how this country needs to be defended, and I like Heath Ledger, so I'm gonna keep on talking what he's talking about." Blah blah. And then everybody says, "Okay,
Wow.
I'll join the military."
Mhm.
Good night, Meatball. I'll see you Friday, buddy. Go take
Night,
care of
Meatball.
Take care,
his little
Meatball.
little baby girl has a fractured foot, unfortunately, so he's taking care of
Ouch.
her. Yeah, poor baby. Yeah, so I think we're getting to the part where he basically goes and asks the father for the daughter's hand base at this point.
Mhm.
Oh, and this is the slave part. Yeah, so this is where the notice came in on the message board on the like where if you fight once you're done, you're free, right? And this is where the guy's like, "What the hell are you gonna do with freedom?" And then
If you fight once, bro, you butchered this.
well, this is why I have you. I'm paying attention to the chat. I got cannoli connections
Oh,
here.
goodness
I can't pay
gracious.
attention.
Okay,
go ahead.
this man is looking at this bulletin board that's in town, and it's talking about enlisting for the war now because now
That's
they're
what it-
starting to build a
that's what it-
movement
that's what-
against the British.
Yes.
So Donal Logue over here in the that you can kind of see his face there. He's like, "What you don't agree with it?" Because
Mhm.
part of there, he's 6 months away from freedom because 6
That's
months until slavery is abolished in the I don't know if it's in the South or in the state, but where he is 6 months, right?
Mhm.
And it says that if you choose to enlist in the war, then you will also get paid if you are, a African American individual. So this is like the one black character we basically get for the movie, because we see him like he takes a patriotic stance as well, despite his social status.
Right.
Yeah.
You're much better than what I just said.
Would you
Of
call him
course,
a
you call
token?
yourself a man.
Jesus. You wonder why she's got subscribers growing, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there. Yeah, this is a board, and he says, "Yeah, I'm free." She's like, "No, stupid." His whole backstory there.
No, stupid. You got the whole thing wrong.
Well, it's important because, like we were
No, it
saying
is.
earlier, a lot of people were upset that slavery was ignored in this movie.
and it absolutely
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's true.
But it
No.
also kind of adds another layer, as like every kind of all the major characters that we've seen here are fighting for different reasons, right?
Yeah.
Like Gabriel goes into war because he wants to prove himself as a man. Mel Gibson goes into war for revenge. A bunch of the townspeople go in because they don't want to be under the British anymore. That one French dude that joins them, he just wants to do France right by getting back at the British, right? So this was just another thing. Like for him, it's just like,
And he lost his daughters.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
lose his family too.
he
yeah.
lost his whole family, right? So now seeing
And his
this now
bread.
former slave choosing instead of fleeing to fight for his country is another thing. Like he's fighting another way of freedom as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was an
It's
extra
a
layer.
patriotic. It's a patriotic layer cake,
Yeah,
and every,
yeah.
every little bit of icing, a little bit of French icing on there. I lost my daughters and lost all my bread, So everybody's got
Sacre
it going.
bleu.
Sacre bleu, damn it!
You do know my daughter. Okay. Anyway, Herman. Yeah. So this is again, the shots in this movie are freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Like
beautiful.
paintings, like
God,
really
it's
like paintings.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
They really do a great job here. Is this the part? I'm trying not to get.
This
fucking
is where the
struck down.
ambush goes wrong, because they've been having successful ambushes on all these, and they're getting
The British
notoriety.
know what to expect at this
Yeah,
point.
now they're like,
they-
Step aside, I said step aside, sir. And then they get flanked from all corners, so all sides.
yeah, that part. Was
And then
interesting.
that's where our black character saves the white character, and you get to see that part, little part
Yep.
of that little,
Yep. Adds the little layer to the
the
story.
layer
Yep.
to the cake.
Mhm.
the cake, the layer cake, and then they go back to was it Black Swamp? I think it was called.
That's right.
Yes.
And then they're kind of just like, hey, well, yeah. So is this the part where Heath Ledger finds out what happened with his father and the French
he goes
Indian War,
into
right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Because everybody in the whole movie is like, let me buy you a drink because of what you did during this French Indian War years ago. And he's like, why do people buy you drinks and talk about this so much? And he's like, your mother was stupid enough to ask me this question one night, and I was drunk enough to answer her. He's very ashamed. And he goes into this. I don't know. Maybe Vex can tell this story better. Do you remember exactly what? Only because I'm going to probably fuck it up. So, like, he goes into this whole thing about how the Indians basically wiped out a village.
They
Right?
I rounded up 10,000 weasels, and we took them to the bodies of all their young kids, and they ate for days. And that's how it ended.
It's a good point, Wookie B. Beard. I thought Gabriel went into war because he just wanted to kill mofos. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well,
Prove himself.
He
Prove
was high
himself.
testosterone. He's not a
Yeah.
cuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the sex bots. Oh,
Yeah.
now you know
Back
we
off.
made it.
No.
Now we
I
know
got
we
here
made
just
it.
in time.
Yeah, the sex
I know what you
bots.
were doing.
We know
Ah.
what you were doing.
We should have had the French guy eating snails in every scene. Oh, the sex bots are back.
Doing French and
Yes.
crap things. He's like, he got this really hard bread, trying to, kill people with it,
Yeah, so he goes into the story about how the Indians wiped out a whole village. Or were they Indians? Oh, they were the French. Sorry, Jacob Ironside. Right. See, this is why I fucking butchering this. So anyway, he did some horrible shit. Like they kind of caught up to the people that wiped out these women and kids in this village, and
Did we just mix up the Last Samurai? And
I think we did.
Nice.
Same thing, basically.
Nice.
So yeah, he did some heinous shit. What did these basically say? Like they chopped up the body parts and left them places
Yeah.
as a warning, and
Put them on
and he-
doorsteps.
then of
Just-
course
just
he's like, there's
trees.
not a day that goes on I don't ask for God's forgiveness for what I did, because but hey, kind of helped win the war at that point. So
Well, and he had a little payback. Like they mailed Mel Gibson's body parts to different parts of Britain.
did you say payback? Mel Gibson was in a movie called
Payback.
Payback.
Oh, there we go. Oh, what? What?
Whoa!
What? Hey?
I missed the connection there. What was the connection?
Mel Gibson was in a movie called Payback.
I said
Oh,
it was payback for him getting his body parts cut apart from Braveheart.
Mhm.
So-
gotcha.
They should have had Mel Gibson wear a kilt as like a
The whole
crossover.
time. The whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
You may take our pride.
She won't take my fucking kilt.
Yeah.
All right.
So so this is where the British capture a bunch of their
Men.
men, right?
Oh
So
yeah, from that raid that went south. Yeah, so they
Mhm,
captured it was 19 men exactly, right? And then Mel Gibson comes in to like bargain with him because they raided their previous headquarter or something, right? And they took this
Mhm.
guy's Great Danes, the 2 Great Danes.
Mhm.
Because there was also like a joke about that, like, oh, dog meat tastes good, right? Because they were gonna eat them at one point. So Mel Gibson goes in and he starts bargaining with these dudes, and he's like, I've got some of my men who have 19 of your men on the other side of this ridge behind you. If you don't let my men go, then they're gone as well, right?
He'll lose officers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He's trying to
like,
describe the officers, right? Doesn't he like say, one of them called me a cheeky fellow?
yeah.
Oh,
So-
deleted scene time.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
No. All right. So right here, actually, it was almost in a comical way, but they slam a body back down because he's died from torture with Tavington and his I think Adam Baldwin, and he's like, apparently, sir, he died, so he won't talk anymore. So he's like, bring me another one, and anyway, so he brings him one of the fellows that you saw getting recruited at the bar, who was extremely looked like he was from my side of the country, and he said, we found this in your pack, and it's a bunch of gold and all types of artifacts and stuff like that. He goes, and you're a thief and a rebel too. He goes, but I'm willing to let you go, and starts kind of tossing some coins at him and saying, you just need to tell me where he is and where their base is and he spits right in Tavington's face, and he says, do your worst, and he says, I always do, and then Malfoy, I mean Tavington, continues to do, and then it goes back to this scene right here where the negotiations happen.
yes, exactly what you just said.
Deleted scene moment.
Deleted scene
nice.
moment.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was good.
So yeah, that's him looking over the ridge to see the men. So he agrees to this, especially because now his dogs are back and he really missed the dogs. And the funny quip there is that the dogs love Mel Gibson now, or sorry, not Mel Gibson. What's his name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Okay,
He's like,
they love
Tyrone,
Benjamin.
Bigums, come here. And they don't
love
come
Benjamin
here.
now.
They don't. Come here.
So so he agrees. Tom Wilkinson agrees to let them go. Because he sees his men there, so they all run out, and then Benjamin's leaving as well, and he whistles, and the dogs come with him as well. And then he looks back over the ridge through the spectacles, and he notices, oh, they're just dummies that have red coats, like he played me to get his men back. So now he understands the full scale of who he's up against. Was like the big purpose of this entire scene, aside from being like some slight
He's
comedic relief.
pissed.
Oh, he gets
Yeah.
mad.
So pissed. He says,
That's
Malfoy,
man.
run them down. Be evil as fuck and kill them.
I believe trickery's afoot.
Damn it. Benjamin Braveheart. There you go.
Benjamin Braveheart McGee.
I like that. Yeah, this part's great because this is when Tavington comes back as he's leaving, right, with his officers, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why is he leaving?"
Yeah.
And then
He's ready to stab him and all this stuff.
Yeah, and
then
his superior's like, he didn't show any aggression here, so he's gonna
And that had
go.
to be a moment because
Can I just say that this threat was pretty fucking dope too? He's like, before this war is over, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going
Yep.
to kill you.
Because
Like, your boy's
Tavington's
good,
ready to
Dr.
cut him down, and then Mel's like, before this war's over.
And he's just poking him, man. He's like, did the boy die?
Bex, he said that like Tom Cruise instead of
Also confusing The Last Samurai, I guess.
God.
Shove an American flag up your
ass.
Up your ass.
By the way, rewatching this, I fully expected Mel Gibson to spear someone with that flag towards the end.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
Was very
Exactly.
disappointed I didn't see that.
Always wanted that to happen. I think we're
Because
Because
all
horse.
it's so
agreeing.
heavily applied. That's why.
Yes. That
He
I
spear-
really felt like that was going to go through the skull of some British dude. And it
Right.
Went through a
really-
horse.
It's almost too much America.
He
Is
speared a
that really
horse.
thing?
I don't think there is such a thing as
I
almost
don't
too
think
much
so either.
America.
No. No.
Maybe for commies. Bastards.
So now this is
Um,
them like trying to figure out the next plan now, right? Because now he's fuming over the fact that he got played here, right? And Tavington's back, so now they can kind of compose a master plan of sorts,
Got-
right?
Yeah, he basically
he got a
he-
little
he-
bit.
yeah,
There's
go
a
ahead,
little
sorry,
bit
go
of
ahead.
mental guerrilla warfare going on now. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he knows that he needs his tactic. He basically is like, listen, you have to use my brutal tactics to win this thing now because this guy is not fighting fair.
Or he's going
Um,
to trick you again, sir.
Yeah, was that supposed to be a British accent?
Yeah, whatever the fuck they sound like.
Fuck was that, sir?
I don't know. But he asked, like, he's
It was
gonna-
a good attempt. A good attempt.
I'll give him an A for that.
There was-
I'm enjoying your background there, Whitey. Very
Yeah.
good. The exact
He's like,
scene of
"More?
Oh, there you go.
More?"
Yeah. So he's pissed. Cornwallis is pissed. He's like, you know what? I can't do what you got to do. Like, and then so that's where they go.
Totally do.
Yeah. Oh, what does he say? He wants Ohio as a reward.
yeah.
I think he's like, I want Ohio. Oh
No one said that ever in real life.
no, no.
I want actually my own private Idaho, sir. That's what I want. That's what I require to do mean things to little boys.
Tell me about Ohio.
It's like, sure, dude. You can have.
Yeah, you can have the whole
He's
fucking
like,
place.
Bro, you just go get me some water. I'll give you Ohio for that. No one
How
wants that
about a
shit.
promissory note for Middle California later
Hello?
on?
Yeah, so they go to the well, if every fucking thing comes on. So that the scene where they're going to the plantation, the British soldiers are going to the plantation to find him, right? Find Benjamin. That's a great scene too, with the fucking moonlight and the backdrop. And again, like Feck said, it's just like a painting come to life.
That's Caleb Duchanel shot this.
Oh,
The
there's
fa-
this
The
Dusha what?
father of Zoe Duchanel.
Chanel.
douche.
Douche.
Kevin, unfortunate last name. Shot
Look at that!
this.
Look at that framing on her, though.
Yeah,
Looks like a
it's
That's
literally
great.
it looks like a frame.
Yeah,
It's
great.
a frame.
lighting is fantastic, right? Now,
Yeah.
Copa,
Too bad she's worthless.
Copa, did they use any action? So I've read a rumor that they used a shit ton of natural lighting in this scene,
Mhm.
but I don't know. What does that look like to you? Does that look like any? I don't know, because it looks natural to me, but I don't know about movie trickery. So
I don't.
Is there
think that's-
some
I don't
external-
Think that's
You
natural.
know how much they'd have to open up the lens and turn up the exposure to be able to not.
Well,
get
the
it.
exposure up there. That's a lot of stops down actually on the lens. So
Hmm.
I mean, look how faded out that background is. So
that's what I mean.
they could get a lot of light in there, but God, like that doesn't look too natural.
Yeah, this is where
Yeah,
the kid's
this-
hiding under the table.
This isn't natural at all.
Okay.
This is probably on a stage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Uh,
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna explain it, but then it looked.
No,
like you were skipping
Listen,
ahead,
you're
so-
better at it than I am anyway. So go
Please
ahead.
do explain it.
Explain it there.
So now that like they form their plan, right? So in the middle of the night, Tabington decides to go to the aunt's house because they're staying on a different plantation with the kids to try and, I guess, I don't know, murder or rape or something grape. Sorry, YouTube. His kids,
yeah.
right? So he goes searching through the house. They got word from like I think it was a slave or a messenger or something had given them word before that.
Mhm.
So they knew that he was coming. So they hide in like this little kind of cubby under the floorboards. And Tabington comes in to like look up for them, and he doesn't spot them at all, right? So I think he sets fire to this house too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will give this shit credit for the romance. This is the only reason why the romance is like makes sense in the movie. Is so when he starts threatening his family and finding out who his family is and stuff like that, you really start getting worried about it.
Did you see Vex's face right
Yeah,
now? She's like,
what-
what?
I'm sorry. The fact that his 5 other children are there doesn't factor in at all.
No, but she's watching over him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that could just
he
be a
located
family
them through
friend.
her. What?
But that could just be like a family. It could literally just be a sister. The
No, I'm
romance
saying
still
that
doesn't make sense
that's
here.
the only reason why it
Did you
makes
say
sense
sister?
to be in the film.
Did you s-
I didn't say it's still good.
Okay.
I'm just saying that it
Okay.
makes
Jesus.
this scene
Okay.
makes more. Yeah, she's ready to jump down my throat for no reason. She's been waiting this the whole night.
Oh God, you know what?
I'm too old for this shit.
She's about to January. She's about to Harrison. Ford.
Jesus Christ!
This
You
is
see
for
her?
January 6th, you asshole.
You piece of bald shit! I get you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You don't know what you're doing. You worked in Hollywood, my ass.
Yes.
All right, are we done now, children?
Yes.
No.
I'm just.
Yes, Sir
I went from,
Cannoli.
I'm
was
hungry for
great.
round 2 now.
Ugh. Let's wait till we get to Rocky later on. At some
Oh,
point. That's
God.
gonna be- oh God. We're all going to attempt Sylvester Stallone impersonations, right? Even Vex.
Oh, it's going down.
So we forgot to mention the whole time this daughter does not talk, right? Ever since.
Oh yeah,
her-
yeah. This kid's basically like a mute since their mother
Her mom
died or
died.
whatever.
Yeah, which
Well,
one?
she only-
This one's
she-
6. This is
Yeah, she
6
only
or 7.
talks to like Gabriel and other people, but not to Mel Gibson, right? She's just.
Yeah.
No, I thought she didn't talk to anybody at all until.
No, she
No,
didn't.
Well, she talks in the scene, right?
Yeah, she talks
is-
to she talks to her brother in the scene. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, and even he's in shock, like, wow, she actually
He's
spoke.
like, wait,
and,
what the fuck?
and the
Yeah.
stupid sister-in-law who's useless is like, oh yeah, she's been doing this for weeks. Shut up, bitch.
Just to cross the bridge from the last scene. So now,
Yes.
like after Tavington came to the plantation house where they got away, and now they're going to like a beach settlement where there are a lot of other like slaves and house hands and all this stuff, and that's where like their main housemaid or whatever is, if
Mhm.
right,
Abigail.
yeah, Abigail is. So they go there because they know that they won't be found there, and so that's what you're seeing here, like them in the
Yeah.
early hours of the morning walking along the South
All I have to
Carolina
say
beach.
Is that shit is primo real estate. Like,
Yeah,
they should-
for
they should
real.
buy-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
seriously.
so deleted scene moment.
Okay.
They take her to
Jeez.
the they take her to the house. The I don't know, I guess free men, women, whatever. And they say, hey, we've made you a house. It's a hut with a big old fireplace in it, and that's it, and she said, and they're expecting her to basically be unhappy with it, but she's like, this is my new home, and she's smiling because she's surrounded by all the kids.
Yeah.
And so they left that out, but doodly doo.
Yeah. So this would have been like a 5-hour movie, basically. Is what you're telling
Pretty
me.
much,
Those
yeah.
were only 2 minutes long. I mean, really, everything that they took out, I think, just for the movie, for theater reasons.
Well, it's already 2 hours and 45 minutes without
It's
the.
too- really, in America time, that's only an hour and a half, because it's such a pleasurable cruise of a movie to watch.
It is a fun movie. It does move pretty quickly. Like there's really no slowing
Yeah,
down.
it doesn't. It never felt like 3 hours to me.
No.
No, it didn't. No.
So this is where they.
Oh, he's so dreamy.
Oh
God,
God.
there he is.
That
again.
that ponytail just does it for me.
I just wish it was a mullet.
Oh, it is. It's just kind of.
With a bullet in his mouth.
Yeah.
I know you guys are making fun of me, but you can't
I'm
fucking
not making-
deny. You would
Oh.
lick that man from head to
Why would I?
toe.
Why would I make? Well, first of all,
Well,
we won't go there. But anyways, I mean, who's making fun of you? I didn't make fun
we
of
get
you.
it, Vex.
We said it in the beginning. We get it. He's
Wait.
dreamy.
Is this still from the Patriot or fucking Lethal Weapon? Is it?
I can't tell.
I
Wait,
can't-
is that
Yeah,
Murtaugh back
Murtaugh.
there?
I'm too old for this shit.
That's racist.
That was
It's
racist.
not racist. It's like
There's no- Benjamin. Benjamin, I'm too old for this shit.
Benjamin. We gotta get. Oh my god.
Yeah,
yes.
Raj.
You want? What do you say, Jack? You want a prize at the title?
Jacob makes a good point. So the little girl that plays Susan, the mute daughter, she also died of a drug overdose. in
No
2014.
shit.
Oh my God, Cannoli!
God dang it,
Oh my
no.
god.
Wow.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it. No, it's
He left us hanging.
But she
Sorry.
did say in interviews though, like whenever she was asked about like her
Wow.
favorite roles and stuff, she always said that the Patriot was her favorite role that she had ever done, even at
Wait,
the
wait,
age. she
yeah,
did it.
how old was she when she died?
Like
14?
21.
Oh, I thought she said 14.
No, she died in 2014.
I remember.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
This was
My bad.
2000 when this movie was. So.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty sad. Okay.
Mhm. Her mom
Well-
found her too, which is the worst
Oh.
part. Yeah.
After
at least
everything
she
Mel
didn't have
Gibson
to
did.
see her daughter die by like a British soldier or something.
I feel good.
Not a
Anyway,
downer at
sexy
all.
Mel Gibson and Rachel.
Anyway,
Weisz
Yeah,
aside,
there you go. Man, you just need some baby oil. There you go. Let's go, dude. Onward.
A lot of old timers use those muskets. Nobody got the joke. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm not talking anymore.
good. That's how we want it.
I'm letting you talk.
So yeah, now
Oh,
they're at
yeah.
the settlement, right? And Mel Gibson is like, "Oh, are my family okay?" And they're just like, "Yeah, they're here." So him and Gabriel go right out to go like see them and all this stuff. So this is kind of the reunion moment between them.
Mm-hmm.
And like there you see Susan off in the distance there, and she's just like, "Fuck no, bitch, I'm not coming over there."
I like you.
Right. So she stays over there.
I got drugs to do.
Exactly.
Look how beautiful this is shot.
I'm busy celebrating Kwanzaa.
This show can't.
It was fun having a channel for all this long. Thank
There
you.
you go.
The
Right.
idea of racism.
We know. That's why your name's
Alright.
White Bear. That was a beautiful shot scene, by the way.
Yeah. And wait, is that the part where she finally breaks down and says, "Dad"?
Yeah, it was
Dad!
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
The reason
scene
she
where-
didn't speak is she actually had a really horrible.
No,
voice.
not.
She's like,
no,
"Dad."
Sorry, we
That
weren't at
doesn't-
that scene yet. No.
That's why she never
that's-
talked.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This is where
Right.
Gabriel basically is like, when you said that I'd understand when I had my own family, I get it, because then you see his girlfriend or fiance at that time coming in with
Anne.
Anne, and then it's funny, they have this funny scene where they're just eating an apple.
They
and
really
they're-
like that freaking apple. They're like,
Apple. Son, you're gonna get laid tonight.
You're gonna get laid, son.
You're gonna fuck in that hut tonight. aren't you?"
It's time
But
to
yes.
go into the fuck hut.
Sorry.
This is where they reveal that, like, yes, Gabriel is going to get married to Anne, who we've just casually seen throughout the movie, in all honesty. And she rides in, and it's a nice little beach wedding, and all the slaves and stuff are around. It's actually quite beautiful.
It is.
Uh,
The slaves fed
They're
them.
free men.
Yeah,
They're free men.
they are free.
so there's like a touching moment where it's just like, oh, I wish, like, he's talking to Anne Benjamin or Mel Gibson. He's like, I wish you'd told me sooner, but like we
There's
accept
the
you and all
apple,
this
see?
stuff.
The
Yeah, there's
fucking
the apple.
You know, if you get enough of these seeds together, you can make cyanide.
So he gives Anne a necklace. He gives Anne a necklace, and he's like, "This was Gabriel's mother's. Like, it's the North Star." And there was like an allusion to the North Star earlier in the movie because they were like, "Oh, Mama's up there," before the whole war started. So there was a little bit of a bridge there, right, to connect it all together. So he gives that necklace to her. And then Benjamin and his sister-in-law kind of get intimate on the beachfront there during the wedding.
Yeah, this is
little
the scene
bit-
coming up here.
Yeah,
I
a
like,
little
what
bit
Herman,
sus.
I like what Herman says. Little would they know that in 300 years, that beach would be under 30 feet of water because of global warming.
Goes Al
So
Gore when you
true.
need him.
Yeah,
I know.
Fun fact that actually no, I'll wait till we get earlier because I have there's a script thingy. Yeah, so there's Anne, right? She's got her bridal lace hat
Oh,
head thing, yeah,
So
saying
dreamy.
goodbye to Gabriel.
Wow. Right on.
Finally got some
Baby.
dick and she doesn't want to let it go,
Mhm.
understandable.
You
Get
gave
me
me
hot
that.
under the bib.
hmm
Oh, that ankle.
Oh yeah, this is the scene. here with the
Okay.
daughter.
There's a scene where she's like, "Daddy!"
Yeah, so
He's pulling a Biden, smelling her hair.
Benjamin's about to leave to go back to war, and he says goodbye to all the children, and Susan just starts to like walk away, like she doesn't say anything. And then as he's getting on his horse and running away, the camera pans to her, and you can see that she's starting to cry. And then she's like,
Yeah.
"Papa, no! Like I'll say anything. Don't go, because he's
Mhm.
like, please just say something to me." And then he stops and he runs towards her, and it's a really touching moment. This actually made me tear up quite a bit. Because again, it's just it's allude like throughout the entire movie he always uses family as a reason not to do things or not to do this or not to engage in war, and then this is kind of, I feel like, the first instance where we see a really strong familial connection like happen between him and his children, right? So this was a very, yeah, even Mel Gibson had the, he had his eyes were all, it was a good scene. That was a good scene.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was well written.
Yeah, very touching.
Very
Whatever, let's
good.
get to
Real
war.
good.
Yeah. So this is where they're all coming back, right, to the Black Swamp to kind of meet up again, and they're actually surprised at how many people are coming back because they were on leave at this point to take a little bit of break.
A week leave, yeah,
week-
because that's
yeah.
where we also find that other dude's family, his wife and daughter, were murdered during this
And
whole
so he
thing.
kills himself in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
That now
very
see
heartbreaking.
that part broke my heart.
Yeah,
It
that
was, it was heartbreaking. Yeah.
pretty good.
That was a heartbreaking part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Oh,
Oh god.
fucking sick, dark bastard.
So yeah, as you were saying, go on.
Yeah. So this is when they come back to the main town where Gabriel recruited a bunch of people, found his future wife, and this part was fucked up, man. Where Tavington kind of basically orders everybody to go into the church, the main church, into the
Man.
town, right? And,
Churches are off limits, bro.
woo, and this
Dude,
guy is
that-
basically, yeah, he's just threatening everybody. He's like, tell me where he's getting the supplies. Tell me who's helping him. And of course, this fucking guy just rats out the whole family.
Yeah, he's like,
that's-
oh, this guy's giving him supplies every week
Mhm.
here, and they're like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you say that?
Bro, Benedict
Right.
Arnold.
Because
Piece of
they're
shit.
saying that, oh, they'll give us mercy if we just are honest. So he's just like, nah, we're not gonna give you any mercy. So he
Aw,
locks
Herman.
everyone. Oh,
Don't cry, Herman. Rex cries all the time.
And then
it's true.
and Animal Mother here is just not down for the cause, but does it anyways.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, he played
this
Animal
guy.
Mother. He played Animal Mother in Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
William
Tavington
Baldwin?
decides to
Adam.
burn.
Adam Baldwin. That's right.
So
Sorry,
Tavington
Vector.
decides to burn. It's okay. Burn down the church anyways, and
Mm-hmm.
he orders this soldier to do it, and the soldier's like, but there's no honor in this. Why would I do this? Right? He's like, he basically says it's either you or them, right? So he
Yeah.
unfortunately throws the torch onto the thing,
Mhm.
and then like this entire small town, including Gabriel's new bride, all burned to death here, right?
Horrible. Oh, God.
In actually the alternate version of the script, they wanted to make Anne pregnant when she burned to death in that church. to try
Oh, that's even
Yeah.
worse.
make it hit a lot harder, right?
Yeah.
So they all come to the settlement like the day after or whatever, and they notice like, where's all this smoke coming from? And they can't find anyone in the building, so they go and they check the church, and like just part of the door is still standing. And what is Mel Gibson's Benjamin? There we go.
Benjamin
Benjamin.
Martin. God, what is wrong with you?
I don't
Benjamin.
know.
American Martin.
Benjamin noticed that there's like a lock and paddle on the door, and he's like, oh fuck, and it looks like they were all in there. So they start combing through, and then the next shot is you can see that they're preparing coffins and burial sites for the bodies they do find, and they weren't sure if Anne was in there or not. And while sifting through the rubble, he finds just that Northern Star pendant from the necklace he gave her at the wedding. He's like, oh shit, she was in there. So
Meatball.
now, oh, welcome back, Meatball. So now Gabriel's
Meatball.
just like, now Gabriel has the same energy that Benjamin had at the beginning of the movie when his second oldest son died, right? He's on
Yeah.
a path for revenge now, but he's a little bit less calculated than Benjamin was, right?
Yep.
So he rides out with I think it was like 10 or 15 guys, right? They ride out and try to follow the path that they would have taken from Pembroke, which is that little church town or whatever. And they find them, Tavington's, shaving and just like having a leisure break and all this stuff. And they come in and it's just like, it's warfare, essentially. It's a little civilian kind of war going on. Unfortunately, most of the what is the American side? There's the British, the Redcoats. and what's the other-
Continentals? Was it the Continentals? Is that what they were called?
Colonialists.
Colonials.
Okay, the colonials.
Rebel scum.
They basically get basically annihilated in this, and it gets down to a point where just Gabriel and Tavington,
Mhm.
and Tavington Gabriel ends up shooting him because another guy takes the fall to protect him. So Gabriel shoots him and Tavington falls. And then here's a scene where he's just like, he's walking up to him. He's like, I got to make sure this dude is dead. And he's got the knife in hand. He goes in to stab him and Tavington rolls over and stabs him.
Classic bad guy move, dude.
Right.
I mean, who didn't see, honestly though, even back then, who didn't see this coming?
Exactly.
Like if you're watching,
You
know
see it
this is
coming a
gonna-
mile
You
away.
know it's coming 100 miles.
Bro,
Yeah.
bad
Just
guy
die.
laying down on the ground with his
Yeah.
on
I
his
just know
belly.
that
And
they
he's
would kill
face
off
down
both
too
of
is the
them.
other thing. So you can't even
Yeah.
see his face, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Tavington rolls over and stabs Gabriel in the stomach with his sword. It turns out that the shot that he took just like grazed his side, so he was more or
Mhm.
less still okay. And he gets himself up on a horse and rides away. Then Benjamin comes in and he finds like
Wait.
he's like, oh fuck, man, like what's going on? Because Gabriel got stabbed like right in the torso, like he's not living at all. And he's like, Gabriel's just like, it was like, what was the son that died is like that was my fault. And like
Mhm.
Benjamin's like, no, it was my fault. Like don't
wasn't your
blame
fault,
yourself
yeah.
for this, right?
Mhm.
And this is where he now loses a second child to the same man, unfortunately.
He's lost a
Right?
lot, and you can see the
Yeah.
pain in his eyes. This is again one great thing that Mel Gibson does very well is show his evoke emotion through his eyes.
Mhm.
And yeah, he's just So this part was heartbreaking too. So it's just like I said, this movie has a lot of dark.
Yeah.
Fucking
Well, this
moments,
is
man.
this is also his firstborn child, right? To make it hit
100%,
even
yeah.
harder. And the guy
Yeah.
that he was having that conversation with, one of the corporals or whatever, right? That enlisted him. He's like, my wife is pregnant with our first child.
Mhm.
Like, oh no, this is coming up. Sorry, in the next scene. My bad. I jumped the gun a little bit. My
God
apologies.
damn it,
Stay the
Vex.
course. Stay the
Stay
course.
the course. But it's sad because you're right. It's his firstborn son. He just lost his other son, and Benjamin here, not Benjamin. Gabriel just got married, has his whole future ahead of him, right? And
He lost a daughter-in-law this same
lost a
day
daughter-in-law.
too.
Yeah, so he's lost. And in one fucking day, this poor guy is just heartbreaking. So yeah, then they go. Is this the scene where he goes back to the camp? If I can
Yeah,
fucking
they
play
take
it.
Gabriel's body, and that colonel is there and everything, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, my wife is pregnant with our first." Yeah,
that's
here's
insane.
him.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's even saying, "God help me, God," and everybody's just kind of standing around, just
Mhm.
in watching him break down. Which you can't blame the guy, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when they take they're back at
Can't
the
call him a
camp.
pussy for that one.
No,
No.
you can't.
No.
Yeah, this guy's like, "Oh, my wife is pregnant with our first. Like, I understand what
Mhm.
what this means and everything."
Mhm.
And Mel Gibson starts going on like this ties back to now that speech that the movie opens with, where he's like,
Yeah.
my sins are gonna come back for me, and he says again here, like, I always knew that my sins were gonna come back for me. Now I've lost 2 children in this war,
Mhm.
kind of deal, right? And in this instance too, he actually retrieves the bullet from Gabriel's body, which he saves for later, which is quite an interesting little thing.
Yeah.
Please, yeah.
No, you're right. And then so he's done. He's like the loss is more than I can bear. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Now that he's gone, I don't want to keep fighting anymore. And basically, this is where he says, "We'll stay the course," which was the tagline his wife used to say, that his son said. So he's like, I'm going to bury my son, and I'm going. I'm done with this whole thing. And is this the part? Yeah, see, he even says it here. You could just see, look at him. He's just defeated.
Yeah.
He's done,
Like,
yeah.
I can't do this
Absolutely.
anymore. And you can't blame the guy.
Mhm.
And then this is the part where he's about to go on his horse and he sees Gabriel's American flag that he had found, right? That was torn, and that Gabriel, throughout most of the movie, was trying to repair it, right? He's trying to stitch it back.
Yeah, I don't think we ever covered that, did we?
No, see, this is why I suck at this. So yeah,
Okay.
so he's stitching together
it's
an
just-
American.
Yeah, he's just stitching American flag every
Gabriel
other
finds a
scene.
discarded American flag in a war field, and he's like, "Oh, like I can't just leave this here." So periodically throughout the film, you see him working on patching up this flag.
Right.
And as Mel Gibson is now riding away, he notices this flag that he had seen his son working on, and he takes it with him. There you go.
And then Meatball keeps wanting to get people in washing machines.
Mhm.
We're good with that.
Washing basins, because we're 17.
Are we going to cover that movie?
What, the washing machine?
Yeah, the movie where the girl gets stuck in the washing machine. She has
Yeah,
to
that's
do-
every. Well, we don't do Pornhub on here.
Oh, sure. Okay, never mind.
What movie were you talking about?
Oh, well, that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
Talking
that's
about the 30-second clip.
oh, yeah. Oh,
Well,
excuse me.
I'm sure a 30-second clip we could stretch to 3 hours.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
rate we're
yeah.
going. Yeah, that's true.
Especially when Vex is doing it. Yeah, we can. Yes,
Scene
Lemon.
for
See,
scene.
acting
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Acting was
Yeah,
very
so
on
this
point.
is so he sees the flag and is like, you know what, I can't give up. So basically, this is the
He
scene
takes
where
it as a sign that his son's
Yeah.
talking to him.
America,
yeah.
America.
And this I don't want, I can't show it, but this is where he starts coming back to the troops with the flag.
Wait, why can't you show it?
Well, I can show it, but I can't.
You say you could probably show about 8 seconds worth, but you have to be on point with that shit.
I got it. Hold on.
That's it.
No,
That's
it's about
probably
8
about
seconds.
it,
Yeah. So yeah, so the troops are even they're distraught at this point, right? They look defeated, and then they see him coming with the American flag riding on the horse. Very patriotic scene. This got my patriotic boner going because
Here we go in miniature.
Yeah. He's how did you know?
Jab it into that Brit's head, damn it.
Yes.
Do it.
This is a great scene.
Impale him.
Another well shot scene. He's running through this open field and, just beautiful lighting and the fucking flags waving and the troops are all cheering for him. And yeah, he's a good man, Benjamin. He's a very good man. And then gets to the last battle, right? This is basically finally 3 hours later. We get to the last fight.
Sorry,
And,
just to confirm, isn't this the battle where you see the dude's head get taken off with a cannon?
Yeah, with a cannon.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
Fun fact, actually, that was the one scene that kept this movie from like
PG-13.
they made a deal. It's just like if you just take this one scene out, then we can give it a PG-13. And Roland Emmerich was like, "Fuck no!" So that's why this
Nah,
movie is
dude.
rated R.
fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
For
earlier,
him.
Jan is I'm subbing because there's no Pornhub. I'm sorry. Cole.
earlier whenever they went
We'll
out
make
to
our
the
own Pornhub,
field
baby.
to go see. Oh yeah, y'all are gonna have a baby.
That's a category. Right there.
Live stream. Okay, so
Maybe
earlier
Len.
when they went out into the field. Actually, one of the people, he's like one of his arms is flapping, like half of his arm and all that. So that's of course
Rookie.
a deleted scene, but that's
Yeah.
like Beck said, one of the reasons that they probably couldn't have got away with that. So
Yeah. I like the French guy in the next scene. He's basically like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die dressed well. Basically, he's wearing these like really expensive.
man, it's
Really
my own
expensive.
diet.
That sounds like the French.
Yeah.
The French, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to highlight Herman's comment there,
If Cannoli ever comes out with heat, he can treat it by plane. Yes.
Go.
Very
take
true.
notes, Mrs. Cannoli. Take notes.
Take notes. Yeah, please. Yeah, this is where he's down to his last bullet, right? Is this the last metal piece of the youngest son? Yeah. So of course that bullet doesn't
I'm
do what it's-
saving that bullet.
Yeah. Which really, I don't know. Well, we'll get to that point at the end when he gets his revenge, but I kind of wish it was, I don't know.
So what were those pieces of metal that melted so easily made out of?
I want to say, I don't
So
know.
his kid was
Tin?
playing with fucking lead the
Tin,
whole time.
probably?
Oh, it was 1770. So like they didn't, probably
It was
didn't
probably
realize.
tin.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, this is now the final battle here, and they're
Beautiful
riding
shot.
out. The British are all ready for them, as you can see here. So they go in with a small militia, right? This was a little bit of, misleading tactics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the colonists,
Colonialists.
the
Colonialists.
colonialists.
Continental Army.
The cannolis. Let's call them the cannolis.
Okay, the cannolis. There we go. There
Here
we go.
come the cannolis.
So the cannolis go in, right? This French
Cannolis
dude
are
is
coming.
leading them as well, and they're like, "Okay, let's get this done." So they start attacking. This is where a dude's face gets blown off by.
The cannon.
Oh, ouch!
Yeah, I know.
Ouch!
I'm getting abused all fucking night here.
So
ahead.
yeah, this is where a dude takes a cannon to the face on the cannoli side,
Yeah.
and then they're
He'll
just like,
never
"Fuck,
be the
we're."
head of his company. Bad time to lose your
Well,
head.
what I like about this scene too is that the French guy's telling him about his daughter. Like Benjamin's asking him, "How old are your daughters?" And and he's giving them the
Yeah,
age.
he
They were
finally
lovely.
starts opening up to him because
Yeah.
if you remember when they first met each other, he asked him a
They
question.
hated each
and
other.
and the French guy just walked away, and he's like, "Fucking French."
Mhm.
Here comes
So-
Tavington.
Yeah, so the fight ensues, and they're like, "Oh shit, we're getting wrecked." So the cannolis decide to back up, right? So I can't remember.
Back it
the
up,
name.
cannolis. Back it up.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Vex, say that again. Say the cannolis are coming, or the cannolis.
The cannolis are coming.
Was that a connection?
Okay. You just figured.
I don't know what the connection was, but I mean, I approve of the sound being
A fucking
used in that
connection.
way.
I just wanted to play the goddamn thing.
And that's what I thought.
I've been missing the button.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, you can fast forward a little bit here. So they back.
Yeah, do it,
here's them
bitch.
retreating.
Fast forward.
Listen, you my bitch now.
What are you
Hey,
gonna
we
do
wanna
with
get
freedom,
to this
Cannoli?
movie.
Canadian running this shit.
What are you gonna do with freedom, Cannoli?
This brown girl running your cannoli ass. Let's go.
This is them retreating, right? And this is all misleading.
That
So
one
there's
dude's falling over. He ain't retreating. He's like,
Fuck you.
Don't step on me, guys.
I'm gonna
Keep
pretend
flying
I'm
away.
dead.
God.
I'm gonna play dead.
so
I
in
hit
this battlefield, there's like ruins of like an old church or something, and that's kind of like the middle ground, right?
Right.
Erections, connections. This is a
Oh, sorry.
strange channel. Yes,
Yeah,
it
we're
is.
fucked
yeah.
up here, man. We're fucked up, Herman.
That's what I mean. The intro is very misleading.
Oh, we're totally throwing people off on that one.
The cavalry.
So they retreat, and then the British decide to like, no, we're gonna end this here and now. Like, I don't want to deal with this ever again. Let's just wipe them out while they still have a little bit, or while their army is still small. So the British follow them as the Cannolis retreat, and then lo and behold, there's a whole there's a
Every
whole
fucking
army of Cannolis, right?
Yeah. She can't take it. She
can't do it.
She's been trying to end this stream for an hour, and she's
like, I want you to go to bed.
I want to go to sleep. I have
Is
8.
that what broke you? Not
Well,
my
I'm just-
gay outfit, but the cannoli army.
But I like your gay outfit. I dig it.
Stop
fucking
it.
Hilarious. It's great.
Stop it.
All right, go ahead. Go
We'll
ahead.
talk later.
Sorry, we're over already, right? Like we're over
almost there.
20 minutes. So
The French are
It's okay.
coming.
Just keep going. We're good.
yeah,
Don't
so
worry.
they start like the Cannolis are just like, haha, you guys fell for our trick, and they start attacking all of the redcoats, right? So this is the fight that you're seeing here. And
This is basically another ambush.
yes,
Mhm.
and the redcoats like kind of attempt to back up because they didn't realize that this was going to be an ambush. They didn't think that they had this many. And
Cannolis are coming hard.
yeah, and then the Cannolis are like, oh fuck, we're kind of getting fucked here. Like we kind of need to back up because they had cannons.
The cannolis
Cannolis
are
are
You're gonna
getting
make me
fucked.
retreat.
Those cannolis are getting fucked real hard.
Those cannolis are coming. And coming hard.
And
They're coming with that
And-
cream.
Benjamin picks up the flag that his son made
Yeah, I'm
and he's
trying
like,
to get to
no,
that
like
scene.
hold the line, guys. Like we got this. Just hold the line. So he starts
scene.
charging through the crowd with this flag, and this is what we were saying. Like it looked like he was gonna stab someone with that.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
that's
that
the
would've
ruins, right? And
Yeah.
so they hold the line and they follow him, and they end up just like charging straight into this line of British soldiers, right? And what ends up happening is he takes the flag end and he actually stabs the horse in the chest that Tavington was on.
Yes.
The horse flips over. Tavington's on the ground now, and then a one-on-one fight ensues between Benjamin and Tavington. Fun fact.
Look at
What
Whitey's background.
I was
Gotta
like,
move
the
your-
fuck, you're gonna make me retreat.
What
Move
is
your
it?
head.
What is
move
that?
Whitey,
What
move
is
your
that?
head for a second.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna retreat.
Oh, fuck. You're gonna make me
The way
retreat.
the Vex
Make me
edit.
retreat.
Oh fuck, you're gonna make me retreat.
Oh my god. Yeah, Lemon. See, that's true. It only took 4 fathers to defeat the British Army.
So the fight
Ooh.
scene that ends up happening between Benjamin and Tavington, actually, fun fact, Jason Isaacs and Mel
Thanks,
Gibson,
Jacob.
they
Mhm.
practiced the choreography for this fight every single day on set during the 100 days that this film was filming.
Interesting.
So yeah, they were really dedicated to making sure this played out right. So Mel Gibson has that bullet that he retrieved from Gabriel, right? Because he wants to use that to get his ultimate, revenge, payback
Revenge.
and whatnot. So he's got the bullet ready. He aims, and then there's an explosion that goes off behind him, and it throws his aim off, and Tavington gets shot in the shoulder instead. So instead, what ensues is like a knife fight essentially between the two. After that, like there's no guns anymore,
A
and
lot of ups and downs here.
yeah, a lot of ups and downs. And what is it? Mel Gibson ends up like getting his like face punched in.
He gets
essentially,
like his shoulder cut, and then his like leg looks like a foot
back or
leg,
something,
Back,
yeah.
And I think he gets his back sliced too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he falls,
Oh.
and Tavington.
Oh, yes. R2. Oh, I
Looking
can't
forward
wait
to that
see
R2.
R2
Looking
is
forward to
the.
that.
Let me see if I can find that. Go ahead while you're.
So he falls and like Tabington thinks like, oh, he's done for, like I can take the final blow. And much like how Gabriel had died, Mel Gibson pulls old switcheroo on him, turns around and stabs him in the chest, and Tabington goes down.
The old switcheroo.
No way, he stabs him in the throat. I thought, right?
Yeah,
he stabs him in the chest first.
Oh, right,
and then-
right. You're right. You're right.
And
yeah.
then he's like, I told you I would kill you. And then he takes the
Yeah.
bayonet end and stabs him in the throat.
Doesn't
to
he
end
say
it
like,
once
my
and for all.
sons were better men?
Yeah,
Little
there we
throat
go.
poke.
Now,
Yep.
now, were we satisfied with the death at the end, or do you wish it was a little more brutal? I mean, it was
think
No.
brutal.
it had been with
I
the
think this was
tomahawk.
more than enough in all honesty, because that fight scene between them went on for a while. So I didn't think it needed to be any longer or any shorter.
I think he
it's
just
as bad
needed
as-
to die from a tomahawk, something more personal than the bayonet.
Yeah, see the tomahawk, I think, because he knocks the tomahawk out of his hand,
Yeah.
right?
I
But I think
know.
that would have been. Then again, it was okay. I'll
It's
take it.
as
It still works,
graphic
but
as
yeah,
I think
it's
they could really get away with without.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then let's just fast forward through the rest of this crap like they did. They're like, oh, and the war went on, and then we won it.
Then we won, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
the
he-
French
for the
come in.
French. Yeah,
the
snails
French
came
ships
in.
come in and they start to help him, and then that's how they basically tie the movie up. Oh
Yeah,
no,
and it-
hold on. And then at the very end, it's like because their house got burned down. At the
Mhm.
Oh
very
yeah, they're
beginning,
rebuilding
right?
the house.
And they're like, oh, we need to rebuild this nation, and we figured we'd start right here. And
Of course,
then
they have the
movie
black
cuts to
man
end.
building the house, right? Of course.
Of course, the free black man. The free black
Yeah.
man went. I should build this white guy's house.
I even
instead
built
of build my
myself
own."
a little shed.
We're gonna build your house for you. Yeah. So that's basically how it ends. Like, and yeah, you're right. They did skip through a lot at the end, but that,
Yeah,
after
they're
3
just like,
fucking hours.
oh yeah,
you know.
and then the war went on further down the line. Who gives
Yeah,
a shit?
and then he
Whatever.
surrendered. The French came and we won. Hey,
Pretty much.
and
yeah.
then America was born. America.
America.
So I have a couple more trivia things if you want to add those on. So the historical accuracy of the costumes and settings were overseen by the Smithsonian Institute, which is the first time. This was the first
Oh,
time they'd
nice.
ever worked directly on the production of a movie. So
What'd you
all
say?
the
I'm
other
sorry, I was caught
No,
up.
I heard what she said, but go ahead, repeat it. I guess.
Alright,
I'm sorry, Vic.
forget it.
so the Smithsonian Institute oversaw the historical
Oh.
accuracy of the costumes and settings
Yeah,
for
they
this
did a
film,
great
and it was
job.
and it was the first time that they had ever worked directly on a movie production.
Oh no shit.
On
And then they
Charlotte's
got
house.
the night at the museum.
Hold on. Oh, Jesus. I have to show.
Only
this.
downhill from here.
I have to show this because R2 did a fucking incredible job of
Okay.
gifting.
Let's see it.
It's already up. Oh, geez. Okay.
That's the scene where Coppola was like, "Oh yeah, this makes sense to the
what
love
you
story."
talking about?
Look at
What?
I am using
The
this.
fuck
in
you
every-
just say?
I'm using this
saying-
now. That's great.
White
Sassy.
boy.
Yeah.
Sassy,
Oh,
brassy.
he got me
skin.
too. Look, he got me too. Oh wait, is this? Can I can play the audio on? Hold on.
It's our own stream.
You can play.
I
it.
know,
Everybody
but
gets struck on it.
It's stuck on our own stream. Hold on.
Oh man, did you see how pretty my outfit look right there?
Can I play this?
Right.
Why can't I hear this?
I know the frills.
When he starts threatening his family and finding out who his family is and stuff like that, you really start getting worried about it. Yeah, what is it? What?
I'm sorry. The fact that his 5 other children are there doesn't factor in at all.
No, but she's watching over him.
Yeah, yeah.
That could just be
He
a
located
family
them through her.
But that,
Only reason why.
Oh, fucking R2 is the man. Oh my god.
I gotta
that was-
download that.
Nice.
Is
That
there a
is
way to
fucking-
download
that's
videos
fucking-
off
Hey,
of
let's go
Twitter?
ahead and share that.
I think
while
you
we're
can. You can share it. Yeah, you can share it and then download it, or it'll give you like the option. That is fucking hilarious. R2 is good, man. You're good at what you do. The Vex one is the fucking greatest, though. She's like, "What, white boy?"
I
Well,
have that
we
effect on women. What
we
the
finally
fuck?
made it to the end of the fucking movie. 2.5 hours. We're picking long movies lately, but that's okay because Vex is great.
How do
at,
I
like,
download
describing-
shit off of Twitter?
Yeah. If
Just
it's porn,
save
you'd
the
find
image.
out.
It's a GIF, right?
It's a gift.
No, I'm trying to say the video
Oh.
part.
Oh, you have to go to like a separate website. You have to like go to a separate website and put
Just
in
see
the-
if see
Yes.
if
Please
see if he
email
can
it
do
to
it.
me, R2.
Open OBS.
Boy, you think I have OBS installed on this? What the fuck? Okay.
Whoa.
She just gave you the look.
What is he talking about? The optics company? Oh, the company that actually they created an optics company based off the movie. Is that where?
What
There was like an
what
actual-
optics?
Tell me, Meatball. Tell me, Meatball. I don't know what the fuck.
Company.
Those kids are gonna have cousins that are also their siblings. Yeah, Jacob, you're right. Oh yeah. R2, email us. You have my email, right? Or whatever. Just fucking
Yeah.
I typed my
Tennessee
email in
was
chat. Did it not
spawned.
go through? I guess
vex
it
at vex at vexmail.vex.
Vex at vexmail.vex.
R2, I'll message you on the side and I'll give you my I'll message you so you could send me that one. That was fucking great.
Sorry,
Sorry,
more
what-
trivia.
oh,
So on
sorry,
Charlotte's
sorry.
house, it's okay,
Go
it's okay. We all got distracted there. On Charlotte's house is the same one that they used in Forrest Gump, but with a slightly different
Ooh.
interior paneling.
Wow. That is interesting.
The costume department created over 12,000 military outfits for this movie, and there were over 800 extras used on set.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Miniature Lord of the Rings here.
Yep.
Well, it's always nice to see, like, from a filmmaker's standpoint, not seeing people like copied and pasted in
Mhm,
groups.
mhm.
That's so
Wow.
cool. that
Actually see
yes.
Power.
like entire militia.
Rings of Power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, there's
Rings
no
of Power.
originality in fucking.
Mhm.
So so the optics company Swap Fox Optics named the company after this movie, and then named the optics after things in the movie.
Oh.
That's pretty.
Wow.
I thought you were saying they invented an optic.
No, they
from
just took
based
stuff.
on- I'm like,
from-
what optic?
Okay, so there's another scene near towards the beginning of the movie where like the children kind of see the bodies floating down the river
Mhm,
near their
mhm.
home, right? Those were all dummies. If you actually look carefully, one of those
they weren't
dummies
real
is
dead bodies. Fuck!
Shucks! Oh shucks!
Damn it!
That would have made it so much more realistic.
what?
That's how I would do it in my movie. Give me the dead bodies.
Well, when
Oh,
you
they
make
could have went to UT.
when you
UT
make Why Not
Body
Wichita the
Farm.
movie, you could have real bodies flying in there, especially at the end,
Down with that.
especially in the train scene with the baton.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Goodness
have real
gracious.
people barfing all over the place.
I want real vomit, by the way, in that.
That's
Oh
what I will
yes,
demand.
please.
Mhm.
So
Sorry.
one of the dummies, if you pause and look carefully, is actually a dummy of John Travolta.
No shit, is it?
Well, he just plays himself.
Is it really Nicolas
Hey,
Cage?
look, guys, there I go.
Hey, Sandy.
So the Assassin's Creed 3 actually had their combat system influenced by the Tomahawk scene.
Totally.
No
Yeah,
shit.
in this
Totally.
one, yeah.
Too
Yeah.
bad that was an
So-
underwhelming game.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where did all
And-
those dummies come from?
I don't know.
That's
And
pretty cool.
They
I didn't
actually
realize
had
that
like
about
real
it, though.
faces on them, like they took their face off.
It's-
They
I
took
don't
their-
know what it was from. I'm guessing
face-
this was just studio extras, but like one of them was of John Travolta.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow, meatball.
Wow.
What
Yeah,
the,
they
what
would-
Wow.
If
What
they
did
could
he
have used real bodies, if Alec Baldwin was
Hey, true.
God,
Yeah.
it's so
Not
true.
wrong.
There was already a
Speaking
Baldwin
of
on the
truth.
set.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
There you
related.
go.
Yeah.
Not related.
The theme music was played after President Obama's acceptance speech on
Oh, yeah,
election
'cause
night in
that's-
2008.
That makes
Oh, yeah?
sense. Yeah.
Okay.
That sucks.
And I have the box office stuff if you guys are interested.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
interested in
yeah.
that. Yeah, go.
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure
so-
this was a hit.
Yes.
If I remember
correctly.
correctly.
A lot of
So
money.
the budget was, as I mentioned before, 110 million US.
It's a lot of
The
money.
domestic take home was just over 113 million dollars.
Wow.
With the international box office, the total worldwide was just over 215 million US dollars.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
opening weekend across 3,000 theaters, this movie made $22.4 million.
Hmm.
It came out on June 28th, 2000. It was on a Wednesday, oddly enough.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so it was competing with Gone in 60 Seconds and Me, Myself, and Irene when it came out.
Wait, what
and
day did you
then-
say it was then? I'm sorry. What day was
June-
that?
June 28th. It's a Wednesday.
So like close to July 4th weekend. Right at that
There was a
time?
weekend that could have come out though, right before the July 4th. Like it could have come out on the
What? That's
30th.
weird. On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's weird. Yeah.
So it was number one. Like it knocked Me, Myself, and Irene out of number one. But then
Huh.
that Friday, June 30th, The Perfect Storm came out and that knocked The Patriot off of number one.
That was a
huge
popular-
movie, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
it now.
actually, Mel Gibson turned down the lead role in The Perfect Storm to do this movie.
Interesting. I
which is an
I
interesting
don't
bit,
know if I
yeah.
could.
I
I
guess
don't know
that's
if
a
I could.
cannoli connection, but we'll miss that one too.
Yeah, we're gonna just skip
Yeah,
that
we'll
one.
just fuck
Yeah.
I'm just too.
Alright.
And the last thing I have is that Robert Rodat wrote 17 drafts of the script before there was an acceptable
Good
one.
God, man.
Jesus, Copa, don't ever write 17 drafts of a
Jesus
fucking script
Christ.
ever, please.
I think I wrote 17. I'd never wrote 17 drafts of anything.
17 drafts.
17 drafts, not even 70 copies, 17 drafts.
Wow, poor guy. Couldn't narrow it down, huh?
Bro, yeah, he just got off Saving Private Ryan, writing Saving Private Ryan. He
I
should've just
couldn't
slapped
see-
that one down.
Mhm.
I
Wait a
couldn't see
second.
Mel Gibson playing in The Perfect Storm. By the way, I
I
don't
couldn't
see-
either. It
I don't
was
see
George
him in that
Clooney's role that he had
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
no. Am I the only one who thought that movie was a little overrated?
What
No,
Perfect
I
Storm?
agree with you. It was
No, it's
okay.
overrated.
It's okay,
Whatever.
right? But
Yeah.
It's totally forgettable. Like you
Mhm.
watch
That-
it, and
that's-
you forget
yeah.
about it.
yeah,
Mhm.
100%. Sorry. All right,
Mhm.
well,
The better Mel or Clooney pairing with Mark Wahlberg was Three Kings.
I haven't
ooh,
seen
yeah.
that one,
Oh,
actually.
that was
he
a
would
pretty good movie.
He would have beat the storm. He would have lived.
Yeah, Mel
He
Gibson would
would've,
have
yeah.
beat the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17
said,
giraffes. What?
Sorry, 17
Purify
drafts.
yourself in the water.
Drafts.
just
My
like
bad.
Minnetonka.
I drank 17 drafts. Yeah, I bet you did. You fucking meatball. I like this movie though. So if we had to give it a scale, I'm going to give this one. You know what? I'll give it an 8 out of 10 cannolis. The fucking love story just, oh god, killed me. So yeah, I think overall it was a very, 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 very good movie, and I liked it. It was entertaining, and it's one you can rewatch a lot. Never gets
Mhm.
tired. Never get tired to watch. So I'll give it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I give it 7 tomahawk stabs out of 10 tomahawk
Okay.
stabs.
Solid.
Mhm.
How many golden showers are we giving this?
Oh, I don't even give this golden showers. I give this
Oh.
7.5 wet panties out of 10
Oh,
panties.
okay. So you're okay.
Good job.
You're excited, but no golden shower. I got
It's
it.
It
not
had
Lethal
a-
Weapon,
It was, yeah.
No, it's a good movie.
It was good, right?
But
it
it-
wasn't
but
perfect.
it did not showcase his butt like other ones have.
like
previous.
Lethal Weapon beginning.
I'm just saying it could have used a lot more angry tomahawk throwing blood soaked Mel Gibson.
Jacob gives like me. He gives it an 8 out of 10. I think it's it's
It's a
around that
solid
range.
movie though. I agree. It is a
Yes.
great movie.
No, it's one of the most rewatchable movies.
See, that's the problem when people give ratings now. Like, if it's not a 10 or a 9 out of 10, like 7 is a good score, right?
Honestly, I
Anything
consider
above
anything over a 5.5 a good
is a
score.
pretty good score,
Mhm.
unless you're
I
watching.
say 6 is good for like noise and rewatchability.
100%.
7 is like you're getting into classic status. 8 is
It's
a
very-
definite classic.
Yes, it's very
it's
rare
close.
that you're gonna wait. What did he say? Filipino meatballs, 6.5 out of 10 drunk trash pandas. Okay, you are a
Okay.
trash panda. You are as well. Oh, okay, I see. I'm sorry. Well, listen, that's up to Vex. I can't tell her what to say.
Mhm, mhm.
Cannoli didn't like the sister-in-law in the corset. No. She can have all the
you know,
titties. She wasn't
those
that
tit-
good.
Those titties weren't that big.
No.
They really
They
smushed
really
them
weren't.
up there.
No, she
Yeah, they
fucking
were
annoyed
really
me the whole
smushed up
time.
there.
No,
It's not like she was like super hot. Nah, it's just dumb. Anyway, White Bear, how many what are we giving the score here, everybody? How many Andrew
I'm
Tate's
giving
out
it 9.5 out of 7. No, fuck, you're gonna make me tomahawk.
you're gonna make me tomahawk.
You're gonna make me tomahawk.
Oh my god, I'm going to tomahawk.
Jesus, Lambency, that's dark.
Wow.
Go to that church barbecue.
Yeah, that's a good point, Cannoli. Yeah, overall good movie. Like I said, I rewatched it this past weekend, and you never, like you said, never get tired of watching this.
Yeah.
It's just well done. So yeah, I think we all gave it a pretty good score,
I honestly think Roland Emmerich got so fucking lucky.
dude. Like he just,
I'd like
Yeah.
to know how he landed this one. 'cause
Why
it's
him?
So
Like, I w-
different.
Yeah,
that's what I
everything
was trying.
else.
I couldn't find any information as to who else they wanted to direct this.
especially after Robert Rodant wrote Private Ryan. You know that
Yeah.
second screenplay was getting shopped around like crazy, and it
Yeah, like,
landed
why-
on his desk.
Who picked him? Unless people were just
Yeah.
passing it up and passing it
Because
up.
this is after Roland Emmerich did Godzilla in '99.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that bombed.
Oh,
I
it was
mean,
terrible.
bombed.
It
Terrible.
was so bad.
It was so bad.
So bad. So yeah, he got lucky with this. You're right. And so it's always that question where like who would have what director would you have picked to do a movie like this that would have made it better? And it's like, you know, it is what it is at this point. It's the same thing I say about 13 Hours. I like that movie. If Michael Bay didn't do it, it would have been a better movie.
You know what
But-
would have been crazy? Is if Mel Gibson directed this. I bet you it would have been like a
And he's-
stellar 10 out of 10.
Yeah, because he's a
I
damn
agree.
good director.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
yeah, he's excellent.
Are we
But
are we all excited for Passion of the Christ 2 coming out?
Hell
in,
yeah, Jesus coming
2
back.
years? It's his resurrection, man.
Man, the last time
Cat
I saw
ass,
Passion
cat ass, cat ass. Get the cat ass.
Oh, can't,
What's
no,
up, pussy ass?
I didn't think I was
if you were
going to
saying
see
anything important. There was a
Yeah,
No,
can we get Ricky to
R2?
to
That's a
R2.
nice ass right there.
have a
That's a nice
screenshot of
cat
Vex?
ass right
Yeah,
there.
get a gif of the
What?
cat ass in Vex's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
There's
he's
actually
just-
like a good foot in between the cat ass and me.
It did
just
not
because-
look
Yeah.
like that.
It's
from-
all
It
about
doesn't
the
look like
optics.
that,
Listen,
but
it's
there is a
optics,
foot.
Yeah,
lady.
here come the
Optics,
cannolis.
lady. They come the cannolis. Wow, this is a long show, but it was good. Listen, Vex saved my ass on that one because I was fucking mumbling through that. Of course, the expert, and then Copa with his beautiful insight and White Bear's beautiful imagery. I think we had a damn good show,
I felt good
as
about
always. I was a great show. We don't know what we're doing next week, right? We haven't picked. We'll discuss that.
I
off.
thought Mean Girls was the
Are we
thing.
doing? Are we really doing Mean Girl?
it. I thought we were
really
doing
doing
Mean
Mean
Girls, or we're doing topical. Like
Oh
we're-
yeah, shit. We
Ooh.
got topical shit.
Are we getting back into the topical time?
We
Okay,
have
okay,
to
okay,
because there's
okay,
like so
okay.
much.
Hey, AJ, thanks for coming at the end.
What
but
up?
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank
Yes.
you, sir. Hit that
Hit
like
it.
button.
Give that kitty butt.
Yeah,
Wait,
hit
what
that
is-
kitty button.
What is the topical thing? Sorry.
You know, so you know how
We got the whole
we're gonna,
Crowder
we're gonna
stuff.
switch
We
off
have
now.
Crowder. We have Elijah.
gonna go-
Blue, we
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the your
Oh.
favorite kind of shit, the pop culture stuff. Did you see
Yeah,
that
I
face?
was
like-
liking the
baby.
movie reviews, to be honest.
Did you see her
Okay,
face just now?
alright.
Did you see her?
You
face?
sure?
No, you know what that means. You know what that look is. I like researching just movies, not pop culture. Shit.
No, you know what it is? It's
I'm
just like
just giving
because
you
there
shit.
there
I'm
are
just giving you
so many other shows that have the group thing that we do, but all they do is talk about pop culture, and I feel like
Yeah,
that
Good job, AJ.
all that whatever comes up for next Monday is going to be overplayed anyways. Like the only reason I thought about us starting early today is because Steven Crowder is
Was
on Timcast, right?
Yeah.
And that would put us at an advantage. But
Yeah, we've had a hard time just trying to juggle what exactly the show's going to be. It's hard because
I'm down with Mean Girls. I don't like talking on the drama because it's so fucking stupid, anyways.
yeah, let's
All of
let's
it's
keep
dumb.
it
Hey,
lighthearted
listen,
and fun.
I'm down with the movie review stuff. If there's something major that pops up, if we want to talk about, we'll discuss that off the air like we always do.
Mhm.
I think the movie review thing is great, and then
Mm-hmm.
who knows down the road, maybe Cannoli Ass will add another show down the road. But I think everybody, we'll see. But I do like the
pop
movie
culture
reviews.
stuff is really good for the whiskey and cannoli podcast because
That is true, and that's
free for all, right?
And basically what I've been doing is moving a lot of that stuff over there,
Mhm.
and then yeah, you're right. I just don't want I like to collaborate. I don't like to make decisions, even
I
though
appreciate that. Yeah.
we always like to collaborate. And Cope yells at us all the time, so I just don't want.
Now you got to get everybody in line.
I don't need that shit anymore.
He's gotta get the
okay.
cannoli army in line, hold the
Yeah.
line.
Listen, I fucking no. Collaboration's key. That's why this is a success because of everybody coming together and communicating.
So
So
we're coming together.
we're
yeah.
come together.
Oh, we're
All right.
coming together.
Everybody's on this panel has like a million things going on this week. So Cope, let's start with you. Where the fuck are you going to be this week, buddy? Lay it out there.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to be on Jacob Ironsides. We're going to be talking Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Great movie.
That will be 9:00 Eastern Standard. And then Wednesday, my review for Bullet Train drops.
Ooh,
Thursday,
let's go.
Roman and I are doing the Road Warrior with you.
I'll be there.
You'll be there.
Mhm.
And then Friday we're doing our Freedom stream.
Friday we're doing the 2A Freedom stream. I got Left Eye Ego right now. Meatball's coming back for that show. And you trying to get another guest or two. We're gonna do a whole Freedom. We're just gonna talk a lot about the Second Amendment, firearms, what it means, why it's important. We might throw some pop culture shit in there. There probably will be some Crowder news. What we might throw in at the beginning.
I also have a book.
Yes, yes.
It's called Why
Ooh.
Not Wichita. It's
If
written by
I
Peter.
may ask a question, when is the second part coming out? Because I know it's this year. Is there a
Second.
date or a month?
Late second quarter. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very soon, actually.
yeah, as soon as the editor gets back to me.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, dude. I'm
We're
not
going.
kidding. I have people
Audiobook.
who are. I'm gonna give some family members your book to read
Okay.
who like that genre, and
Cool.
I listen. I do promote it, not just to kiss your ass. I actually think it's fucking fantastic. So again, you're
Thanks.
a piece of shit, but I love your book.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's all that counts is if you love my book. I don't care if you
No,
call
I
me a
love you.
piece
Guys.
of shit.
No. You're good. You're good. You're good.
For those of us who can't
He's just
read,
jealous of
the
your
audiobook
talent.
is not out yet.
I can't write like that. Fuck that.
No, I'm waiting for White Bear's book to release. And I'm sorry, Filipino Meatball, for leaving you hanging like that. The second book's coming out. And then the third one next year. So you can just wait until next year. So it's all said.
Why is the Friday podcast going to be a shit show? It's going to be fantastic. I got the right.
No, he said shirt show.
Shirt show. We're gonna take. We're gonna have special.
You guys want to
shirts.
go skins? We can go skins.
go.
I don't care.
It's gonna be a fun. He loves to. I actually might have Stovepipe on there as well for that show. 'Cause He's a
Nice.
big Second Amendment guy. I'm trying to work that out.
Is Whiskey able to come back for that one?
No,
Or
the
is he
problem
still-
with Whiskey. Listen, I meant to address this on Friday, but Whiskey Banger, unfortunately, the guy's life is a fucking mess right now. He's working 2 jobs. He's working like 90 hours a week because his wife's still on maternity leave.
Jeez.
He's got a 2-year-old and a newborn. So he told me today he really feels bad. I said, dude, take care of your fucking family. That's your job. Like, this is stupid shit compared to that. You know what I mean? So I love the dude because he's super loyal and he feels bad, but he's got a lot going on, dude. This is not,
Gotcha.
you know,
No, it's not a priority. I understand. Yeah.
100%. Take care of your
Yeah.
family. Of course, he's welcome back with open arms when he's ready to go. I'm not changing the name. He's like, are you going to change it? I'm not changing anything. It is what it is. And so yeah, I got Mrs. Sasquatch on the Friday show. She loves doing. I don't know about this. She's a little nervous about this Friday because she's like, can't contribute. I said, just stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
You're just sit there and look pretty. That's all you got to do.
She's got good, quirky like quips for things. In all
100%,
honesty, so I noticed that even if she doesn't know a lot about the topic, she's still able to chime in very well.
I am working on something. We got a lot of stuff working on in the back end too. The website's obviously in the works. I got a new merch. We're working on a new merch company. We're doing a whole new thing with the merch because the merch manufacturer we have is fucking done. We're done with them. So we're moving on to something and we're working on that. It's going to be much better. And then also I am quietly talking with Mrs. Sasquatch on the side to do her own show, female-based shit. Like not just female-based shit, but with other women. So I want to do that on the Cannoli Sasquatch Productions too. She needs a voice. She's fucking hilarious. And she has a lot to talk about personally and everything. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to talk her into that. And she's liking the idea more and more. So there might be a midweek show eventually in the new year with Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm sure Vex will be invited on that one, but she's doing like 50 shows right now. So I'm just kidding. Vex, you have like fucking a million things going on this week. Thank God. Good for you. What do you got going on? How many shows are you on? Where are you going to be? She's like, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Sorry. Okay. So there's tonight's show. Tomorrow I will be recording with Kelsey Balls and Yeti Yef for our review of The Last of Us episode 2. So that'll be live on Spotify probably on the Wednesday. Then on a Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Mountain Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on the Shagsworth channel for the Midweek Hump.
Awesome.
And then on Saturday, I will be on the Nightwings podcast around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to kind of like shoot the shit, basically. And then I've got, my regular Sunday This Week in Gaming podcast, Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern over on the Lambency Show on Rumble. And also next weekend, I will be having another YouTube video drop after I redo the voiceover for that. And one more thing.
Jesus.
Tomorrow, I am doing the demo for Copa's book. I'm recording that tomorrow.
Ooh.
I was supposed to do it last Thursday, but there was an ice storm here, so my voice
blame
coach.
the ice. Yeah.
Well, my voice coach didn't go into the office, so I was like, "What the-
Oh.
okay."
I gotta
rescheduled
tell
it
you something.
tomorrow.
Mrs. Cannoli Sasquatch, she loves audiobooks, right? She said she's gonna start reading your book this weekend, and then she's like, I can't wait for Vex if she does the audio.
I've got a couple sections bookmarked for the demo. I don't want to like do a section that spoils it though, so I
No
picked
pressure,
something
Copa.
earlier
For
on.
what? Pressure's on her.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
no
I meant
pressure
to
on
say
Copa
Vex.
at all.
Yeah, I meant to say that. I'm fucked, dude. It's late. God damn
Tons
it.
of pressure. Tons of pressure, people.
Oh yeah, I feel the pressure. Of
Feel the
her giving
pressure.
me the demo.
Demo,
But no
give it to me.
But no matter what happens, she can publicly. I'm going
Oh.
to say right now, she can use it in her portfolio no matter
Well,
what.
yeah, that's
so.
what I asked
Yeah,
Copa about. Is
she's
that this
perfect
will
for
also be
that.
a professional demo for me to add to my
We
portfolio.
have a lot of future stars on this fucking panel. I exclude myself, of course, but I'm talking about you people.
But you're talking about
yeah.
White Bear.
White Bear, what do you do? What is going on? What are you doing this week?
Look how he's dressed, bro. He's got
fucking
sunglasses at night and shit.
Yeah, I wear my
I forgot he's in like a dark hole in the basement too.
Yeah.
He's
No,
still
I'm
got
over here.
sunglasses on.
I'm over here with Alfred Hitchcock.
I know you got some videos coming out, right?
No, I've been so busy.
That's what I thought.
at work, and then so when Sunday, Monday rolled around, and I finally had some free time, I was like, I am going to get this stuff ready for the Patriot because it's one of those movies that are definitely worth, doing some funny shit for us. So, but yeah, this week we'll probably get some videos out at some point. I did all my run on interviews last week, so I'm good on that for a couple of days and all that. But in the end, look, nobody cares.
Oh, I care. I'm listening.
We all care, dude.
No.
We love you, White Bear. Please,
But-
your edits are fucking legendary.
But I'm just saying, this week I'm gonna play catch up, relax, and all that. And
what about mustard?
No, mayo. Do you see
Yeah,
my
dude.
skin? Do you see
Those
my
are
Dad
bad
skin?
jokes are way too much tonight.
I'm bad. I'm sorry.
Aw.
White Bear
But-
is killing it with the dad jokes earlier this evening, and now you got the ketchup joke.
This fat fuck from Jurassic Park, by the way, is what kept me from eating sugar as a child because I saw his fucking stubby fingers and I was like, I don't want to be like that. So,
Jesus Christ!
at 8 years old.
At 8 years
I'm
old,
glad
you're
we
like,
could help you bring the memories out.
Oh my god, you people are sick. I love you
Diabetes.
so much. He doesn't look like that now. He's lost a shit ton of weight.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't
but
look
at
like
the
Newman
time,
anymore.
But he's new. No, he was best as Newman. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Where were we? Oh, did White Bear give all his? Oh yeah, okay, Hannibal.
Okay. Yeah. But either way, yeah. We'll be doing something. White Bear 2 on YouTube. White Bear Whitey on the Twitters. And I hope I can't wait to see the clips from this show because it's gonna be
Yeah.
funny.
3 hours worth of shit I have to go
Yeah.
through and make clips now. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Good luck on that.
Let's see. Where am I gonna be? So I'm gonna be watching all you fuckers for the next 5 days. Obviously, always support. I love Jacob Artside shows. I'll be watching that, of course. I will be my part 2, I think, of the Yeti cast. 8750 will be out tomorrow. So of course I'll shout that out. And then I will be on Roman's channel, Roman of the Empire with Copa, of course, like you said, Thursday, discussing Road Warrior. And the Friday, of course, my own show, Whiskey and Cannolis Podcast. We're doing the big 2A Freedom Stream. Left Eye Ego, Meatball, Copa, and I might actually, if R2 is not dying and willing, he said he might come on to that too. He's a big Second Amendment dude. I'm trying to get a nice panel together for that. So, and of course, I will always be supporting my crew here. And Vex knows she can find me on fucking Sunday while I'm playing Red Dead. I gave her playing Red Dead 2 just to watch her fucking stream Sunday. That's how much I respect that.
to be fair, you don't have to watch it. You can just have it in the background listening,
No,
and it's on
no.
Spotify as well. Like the
No.
next day.
You get my attention. All you fuckers get my attention when
Ooh,
you're on,
you went
okay?
into
All of
Italian
you.
mode.
All of you.
Uh-huh.
Because that's what I do for you.
Hey,
Because I
no
love you people.
disrespect.
Hey.
Thank
All right.
you.
I love you guys. Next week, I guess we're back with Mean Girls. Is that the consensus? Is that what
Yes,
we're doing?
dude.
Yes,
for
Did
real.
you see that?
Dude,
I will
there's-
be in emo wear
I'll be-
next Monday.
I might
My-
have to get. Go ahead. Sorry.
My wife has at least 3 girls contact her and say, "When is your husband's show on Monday going to be doing Mean Girls?" And they're specifically
doing it.
going. Yeah, they want to come in and watch that specifically.
All right.
We should get all the women in the fucking pod on the show. Because
Dude, I
Mrs.
like-
Mrs.
like
Cannolis Sasquatch is going to want to be on the Mean Girls stream because
Let's
she
do
loves
it.
that movie.
Sure.
So, can you get your wife on the stream?
Well,
A lot of-
we'll
lot
have
of
to see
drugs.
that. What
What
about
about
White
Uh,
Bear?
White
White
Bear?
Bear's wife
Can
get on
Mrs. White
stream?
Bear
Yeah,
come?
that's what I'm saying. Like we should
I would
have.
say
a
I would
big
say
Monday
this. I
stream.
bet you anything. If Mrs. White Bear gets on stream, then most likely Jana would get on
Yeah.
stream.
Well,
No
hey,
pressure.
she did come to chat today, so
She did.
Mhm, mhm.
Well, you can use the avatars. You don't actually have to show your face. You know.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yep, yep.
That is
So,
true.
Just a hint, because yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. We've
We
got a
can
whole
talk
week to
about
go. We'll talk about. Listen, we had a great time. This is a long show, but you know what? This is what we do. We had a fucking Vex killed it. Copa killed it with his insight. White Bear with his fucking cosplay here is just
White
incredible.
Bear
The-
hella killed it out of all of
Yeah.
us.
the edits were great. The new intro was fucking great. Everything's fantastic. We're just killing it.
Skit.
I got a new outro too, by the way. We're going to show you here in a second. So thank you. Love you. See you next Monday, and I will see you Friday. Bye.
Bye.